I supposed to do? What video was I supposed to watch again? What's good, Tiff? Everyone's favorite security guard is in the building. No bullshit in here, please. What's good? How's everyone feeling? Y'all feeling good? Y'all feeling alright? Everybody straight? What's good? Yo, we got Cousin B in the building. What's poppin', bro? What's poppin'? We just getting started. Yo, what video was I supposed to watch yesterday? I forgot, because I remember I was supposed to talk about Friday. Was it the Chick Smooth video? Ugh, I ain't even get my water yet. God damn, all that time preparing, I forgot to get the water. I ain't got no water to drink at all. I'm cheesed. I usually have water. What's poppin'? How's everyone feeling, bro? Welcome back to the Flex Mind Network. You tapped in with me on a Saturday. We here on a Saturday. How's everyone weekend? Everybody doing good? Everyone's all right? Everyone's safe? That's most important. Everyone's safe. Everyone's happy. Everyone's warm. It's getting cold nowadays, so I'll make sure y'all are good. I think I got about like 3 videos for y'all today. I got 3. I forgot which one I was supposed to do yesterday that I didn't do. I completely forgot. I'm not going to lie. Y'all got to help me remember that. Man said F Friday is Saturday. Well, that's a hint. I have a Chick Smooth video. It's a 10-minute video talking about how Drake's like, oh, y'all, he didn't really piss on me for real. Shut up, first of all. Let's get that out the way. I think Chick Smooth has the clip from Friday, so that might be the video. We can start with that first. Second video, Jay Nolan video, 35 minutes. That's a lot, okay? Y'all know me. I might double it. I don't like doing it, but it might happen. I'm sorry in advance. And then one more video. What's good, Quickie? What's good, Quickie? How you feeling, bro? Something about Friday? Say less. We're going to start with that one first. All right. Sued. Denies being. All right, here we go. Oh, this is. Oh. Y'all, okay. Oh, you know what? See. Damn. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do because I forgot I had a Chick Smooth video to get to. The Chick Smooth video had Friday talking nonsense. I want to watch that one first, but I feel like I got to do Chick's video first, then Koala's, then do the other 2 videos. So it looks like we got 4. Let me get the Chick Smooth video real quick. How's everyone doing, by the way? Y'all good? Everyone safe? Everyone happy? Everyone's having a good day? This one. I think it was this one. If I'm correct. I want to make sure I have the right videos for y'all, you know? Now, I did say I was going to do what I needed to do for this one. So I want to make sure I have the right video before we get started, all right? What's good? All right, I got y'all on my phone. We're set. I want to watch the Chick's video first, then we're going straight to Koala's video. If that's okay with y'all. If that's okay with y'all, we're going to get started, all right? Damn, I wish I had some water. Do I have something? Hold on. Let me have something in my bag. You know what? It's not a lot, but I'm going to drink sparingly. Make sure I have some H2O to drink, bro. All right, let's go ahead and lock in. Bro. You got your Corona? I said Corona on standby. That's hilarious. What's good? Oh, we got, okay. What's up, Noah? How we feeling? We going to keep the chat clean today? Okay, are we going to keep the chat strictly about music? Strictly about the topics that we're talking about? Let's keep it that way. You know what? Let's start with that first. Let's make sure that we keep this chat on topic. All right? If we're going to go off topic, bring it back. Because I don't need it to go down any routes where I don't want it to go. I don't want to look over at my phone. I'm just reading a whole bunch of garbage. All right? I just want to say that first. It's cool. It's cool, but you need to understand, Noah, like, if it continues, I might have to take action. I don't want to take action, but if it continues, I might have to. Is that fair? All right. Let me go ahead and hit this record button. Man, I said I ain't scared of Tiff. All right, bro. Make sure we bring it back, though. You know, you can venture off into your little, Neverland, but make sure you bring it back home base. Anyway, look, let's go ahead and lock in. We got a job to do, right? As a Canadian, as somebody that's from here, I got a job to do, right? So that's what we finna do with this video. Y'all know how we start, though, right? Let's go ahead and make it happen. Let go. Yo, you, right here, in the small box, right here in the small box. Welcome back to Flex Mob Reactions, only on the Flex Mob Network. I'm Flex. Welcome back to the channel. I think it's about that time. I know I was going to deal with it yesterday, but y'all put me in a mood, and I was just like, nah, I can save it. I need my energy for this one, so that's why I got my water. So I'm going to go ahead and lock in. Listen, let's not waste no more time because we got a job to do, right? Like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the video. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the reaction. Hit that notification bell so you get notified when I drop my videos or when I'm live, like right now. Yo, don't forget to hype the joints up, huh? Everything I'm doing here for Toronto, trust me, it's a long process to try and figure out how to fix the music scene here. But I truly believe what I'm doing on this channel is actually helping more than anything else, all right? I stay away from the drama. I keep it music, and I want to make sure that I'm pushing a positive message on how to recreate the music scene around here. And throughout my reaction videos, I'm giving little hints and details towards that, right? With that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Chigs, talk.
YouTube, Chigs. Get ready. You know what to do, Chigs.
Look at Chigs Smooth.
Hey,
Chigs
You're
Smooth.
good,
Appreciate
don't
all
worry.
the coverage that you've been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
Oh, man. Drake, not so fast, buddy. Don't try to sneak out to address some allegations from 10 years ago now that you feel like the smoke has officially cleared. Now, 10 years ago, while Drake was beefing with Meek, Meek went on record to expose Drake for getting peed on at the movie theater.
You let Tip Homie piss on you in the movie theater. We ain't forget.
Yo, shout out to the PP Bandit. I just got to say that first.
Now, back then, nobody actually knew if this was true or not. The guy who allegedly peed on Drake at the movies is Cap. Cap was T.I.'s longtime friend. A year after Cap was killed in prison, T.I. put him in one of his records and actually confirmed the rumors. T.I. said, "While I'm fighting my own, somehow got you home. So drunk in L.A., end up pissing on Drake. Shit, fuck it. That's still my brother since back in the trap house." Shit, even Kendrick Lamar rapped about it as well on Meet the Grams. He said, "Let me be your mentor since your daddy don't teach you shit. Never let a man piss on your leg, son. Either you die right there or pop that man in the head, son." Now, after all these years of this rumor being tossed around like it was true, Drake actually never addressed it, so everybody thought it was true.
You can't, okay. I understand the whole idea of not addressing the rumor to kind of push it to the side. That's usually the strategy when it comes to people allegedly saying something about you. Ignore it. It's going to get pushed to the side because you don't want to give the truth or the so-called truth legs. Because once you start to talk about it and you give it legs, that fake truth, so-called truth, whatever you want to call it, is going to start to run. And the more that it runs is the more bigger and larger it's going to get, and it's going to spread everywhere, bro. It's going to spread everywhere. So the idea is to not talk about it. But my God, my God, 10 years or so after, you want to say, bro, he didn't even do it for real. Bro, dude's been dead. Sorry, he's been passed. But, bro, shut up. Shut up. Yo, get your boyfriend academics to stop you from talking all this garbage. You need to stop. You're making it worse.
Anytime people would talk about the L's that Drake has taken in life, him getting pissed on at the movie theater was always the one at the top of the list. Well, that rumor dies today officially. Drake came out and addressed it. Shout out to We Love Hip Hop Network. It's a Canadian.
No shout out. No shout out, sir.
Drake came out and addressed it. Shout out to We Love Hip Hop Network. It's a Canadian hip hop podcast that's ran by Friday Ricky Dread. And they were talking about the L's that Drake has taken in life.
And it's not like he was like down bad or like got caught slipping or whatever.
No, Drake's always fended the things though.
Yo, fam.
Once the finger comes out, pause,
Yeah.
it's serious.
Fam, gotta keep in mind also, last thing on this, because I don't want to make this a super long topic. The man take no L's, eh? On road, they take no L's.
Oh my God, you're glee.
Yo. What do you mean he takes no L's on road, you liar? What are we talking about? I noticed you dropped the video a day trying to like run back what you said. It didn't work. What's good, Slay, by the way? I seen you. Don't worry. What's good, big sis? But you're making it worse. You're making it worse. Yo, if you want to keep the rumors as a rumor, the idea is not to make it a rumor, meaning don't talk about it. You need to talk to your peoples on the podcast and say, why did you even bother to do that, knowing that I'm trying to build something here to be side by side with them? That's a terrible idea, by the way, if I'm going to keep it tall with you. But why would you do that? Now you made us look weird, even though we've already been weird. Now we're weirder. The weirdest thing you can do is try to step on it and say, oh, nah, he ain't take no L's. What are you talking about? Dude got peed on, bruh. Got peed, already confirmed. T.I. said it and rapped it. It's already been confirmed. You can't dead that. It's out there in the ether. If you deny it, you already give it life. Meaning, you know, okay, bet. You want to know what that means when they start to talk about it? More people's going to know about it now. It's going to be in different news tabloids on Instagram, Twitter. You're going to see different posts about it. You just gave it life, is what I've been saying. It don't matter who's seeing it. It's about the rumors added to the big pool of rumors that's already out there. You're not doing any justice by... Man, let me continue.
I'm just speaking facts, bro.
I'm not saying
I'm just speaking facts. Can I put my glasses back on?
No.
I'm not saying they take L's on road, but just the way you're like, they never take L's.
Nah,
it's the
fam,
OVO goons.
So
Like,
you
it's like,
hear
bro,
about a 1-2 man's, yo, these guys rushed us, they got the better of us, this man took our chain.
Remember what happened last time in Chilla? Good thing man wasn't pulling out phones. So good thing man wasn't, yo, they pulled out the phone, you see what happened.
Bro, these guys are always on a winning end of any time there's some kind of altercation.
Physically.
Yes.
You know what? Even if, like, I agree with you, like, you just sound like you're glazed and, like...
Why? Because
like,
I'm speaking
they
facts,
can never
fam?
take an L on road. Like, it's like, bro, like,
Well,
what if they have, bro? Like, Drake has taken L's, like, like...
Yeah, man dropped his shade and stuff.
Back in the days, but since that time, bro, no more, bro.
You're like, not to...
Yo, this man, yo, y'all seriously making me sick, man. You can't move the goalpost on the point that you made. You just made the point. You didn't even let it breathe for a minute. And you're already moving the goalpost talking about, okay, after all that nonsense happened, then it was good. Says who? Says who? Says who? That's my question. It's already out there from the source. The source gave the info to the world. That's it. It's done. You got peed on. Yo ankle. Yo shins. The bottom part. The bottom half of your leg. Bro, that's you. It was green at some point. All right? Let's keep it tall. Your dude got peed on. That's it. Like, what do you want me to say? You want me to sit here and like, yo, watch. They want me to be a Torontonian. Yo, that never happened. What are you talking about? That doesn't make sense. What do you mean he got peed on? Where's the proof? Where's the source, huh? Where's the paperwork? I want the paperwork. I'm not that guy. Sorry, not sorry. I don't glaze. This is known as the glaze capital. That's what it's known for. For all the trolling that we do, it's just straight glaze capital, bruh. Straight. It used to be the Screwface capital. Let's make that clear. It's the Glaze capital. That's what it is now. It's so sad. So sad to see.
Chubbs entered the picture. Like, bro, come on.
No,
man.
I'm just saying. And he got robbed on his own soil,
No, that's true.
on Canadian soil. This man has been freaking moving around all over.
What about the incident with Chris Brown? When he allegedly threw a bottle at your head. You didn't get touched, right? How that bottle must have beat the out of your ass. You got caught by the bottle, like on the right side of your, like literally just, shit. Y'all remember that one like video when you see Drake trying to rush back into the club as if he really about to fight somebody? I remember the Chris Brown altercation. Okay, I definitely remember that. There has been multiple altercations in the past that has happened. I'm not going to sit here and lie to anybody. Sorry. I don't do that. My brain functions. Okay? Don't try that ish with me ever.
America, state to state, cribs all over the place. Nobody's touching none of them Canadian boys,
What's the next one? Chubbs has a side bag. You don't want to see him reach inside.
Fam.
For somebody who's a quote unquote Kendrick fan, you know a lot of Drake.
Yo, I
lyrics.
say, I'm a Drake fan too, but man, you know.
Okay.
But bro, okay, like I don't want to bring up old news, bro.
Talk to me.
But didn't a man piss on Drake?
Oh shit. Yo, it's a
This nigga
Twilight
gotta bring
Zone.
up old shit,
It's a
man.
Twilight
No,
Zone.
I'm only saying that because like they never take L's. Like you were just so like certain about that. And I'm not saying like, yo, people take L's in life. That's just part of life. You can't.
Drake felt like this was the right time to let everybody know he's never been pissed on ever in his life. He said, "No man never pissed on me in life." That's
So you're Jamaican today? Is that what you want to be today? You want to be a Jamaican today? No man never pissed upon me in life. Okay. Speaking like a real Caribbean, you know. Real Caribbean. How you mean? Real bad man. How you chat about? Yeah?
story was for the net because mans don't have shit to say to get their interviews watched. AKA, you niggas used me all these years to clout chase and I'm tired of it. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this is actually kind of funny. Why is Drake now addressing this rumor? And secondly, does Drake know that people that were actually there at the movie theater confirmed the story? This incident happened damn near 16 years ago. Even T.I.
Let me tell you something. If you are wearing pants, let's get this out the way real quick. If you are wearing pants, okay? Say, for example, back then, a lot of dudes were wearing jeans. So let's say jeans. If you're wearing jeans, regardless if they're light or dark jeans, but if you're wearing jeans, if the jeans were to get wet, you want to know what would happen to those jeans? The color would get darker because it is wet now, right? When jeans get wet, it turns into a darker hue. So, Aubrey, you need to understand, if T.I., Meek Mill, and I heard Ludacris talked about it too. If you're walking out of a movie theater and a part of your jeans is wet, brother, and it has a certain aroma to it, I hate to break it to you, but whatever liquid that touched you was real golden. You understand me? Do you understand me? Okay? Whatever it was, it must have looked like apple juice but spoiled. Okay? Looking like Gatorade that touched your bro, you got peed on. Let it go.
himself that was there confirmed it as well. So I'm confused. Is Drake trying to look good for his new audience, new fans? Does he think people forgot about this incident? This would be a crazy, crazy lie for somebody to make up about Drake, especially because this was right around the time Drake was starting to bubble back in 2010. Now, I get it. The optics of another man pissing on you is crazy. But from how it was described, Cap was drunk and started peeing in the aisle. Drake just happened to be there and it got on him. Accidents happen, especially when you're super drunk.
You let Tip Homie pee on you in the movie theater, and murder. We ain't forget, Real Emmer's back in style. This ish is lit. Now, what exactly did that mean? Well, our friend Julia Beverly did try to explain what happened. She said Drake got peed on by T.I.'s drunk friend Cap at the Taker's premiere in Hollywood. That's what you heard from her sources. Cap was fresh out of the feds and drunk during the premiere, peed in the aisle and on Drake, and Drake got clowned for not reacting to that. So that's what that line
Wait,
is.
hold on a second. You took it like a champ? Wait. Hey, I'm about to turn the show face news. What's good, champ? What's popping? Champ. What's good, champ? How you doing, champ? Let me find out. Yo, let me find out, bro. Let me find out for real, bro. What the hell?
Wondering who peed on who, what happened, blah, blah, blah. I saw Little Duval was tweeting about it, and he said that was some inside information. Little Duval also said a lot of stuff in Meek's rap was inside information that a lot of people didn't know about.
Drake could have easily said nothing and nobody will be thinking about this story. But now that you're out there calling T.I. and other people a liar, this is only going to make them want to confirm the story even more. Yeah, it's not a good look, but you gotta own up to it if it actually happened to you, Drake. This is like fucking a fat chick and having that as a body on your record. All your homies back then knew that you smashed her.
Whoa, this just took a turn. Wait, this just took a turn. Hold on a second. Yo, Chigs, what are we doing, brother? This just took a turn. Wait, what?
But you gotta own up to it if it actually happened to you, Drake. This is like fucking a fat chick and having that as a body on your record. All your homies back then knew that you smashed her, but then 10 years later, you're coming out and denying it. Bruh, claim that body. It's yours. I'm so confused, you guys. I get it, Drake. You got a lot of goons around you right now. So every time this story gets brought up, it makes you look soft. It makes you look crazy that you actually let this happen. But coming out damn near 15 years later to deny this story ever happened is kind of insane to me. You guys get in the comments below, why do you guys think Drake is coming out now to deny this? And do you guys think there's any possible chance this never happened? Do you guys think T.I., Meek Mill, even Kendrick was capping on his name for raps? Like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys later, man.
Yo, Friday, stop doing what you're doing, man. Stop doing what you're doing. You're following the drama route, and it's damaging. Take a page out of the Rory and Mal situation. Take a page out of the What's the Dirt situation. You got to stop what you're doing, man. You got to stop what you're doing. Seriously. Because what you need to understand is that going down this route is very, very damaging. I'm seriousing out because remember what I said at the beginning of this. I mean that. We need to start understanding how to move correctly. All this, Friday, what you understand, you gave this legs. Okay, you gave this legs. I thought the tweet came out first. No, the tweet came out after. So you need to understand what you did here is very damaging. So whatever you thought you were trying to work for in terms of being side by side with OVO is damn near thrown out with this right now. You're on your own. Treat it as if you're on your own. Now that you have your own lane that you're in, what are you going to do? Are you going to continue to go down the path that you're going down, or are you going to start making certain changes so that you don't need to go down this path ever again? Is it fun to do? Maybe. Is it the right thing to do? Probably not. Do you need to talk to your co-host for what they said? Probably. That's up to you. That's your own decision. If I was in that boat, I would definitely talk to him after. If I'm going to be real. This is not smart. Listen, throughout the whole week, the one thing that we learned about that's been a theme throughout all these issues is branding. Okay, I watched the Rapaholics video that he made on Rory and Mal. The same idea, branding, came from that. Who's the one person that's always talking about branding and character and artistry? Me. So the fact that I'm watching his content and I'm hearing the same things that I've been saying, I'm not surprised. But it just shows that I'm also aware of situations and how to navigate them as well. I just don't have that kind of power. I'm still building here on my own over here. One man show, you know what I'm saying? But we need to really stay on task right now, bruh. Also, another thing, because of your platform, we also need to bring more Canadians onto YouTube. If I'm going to be real, a lot of people are afraid, especially in Canada, to be on YouTube for some reason. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Why is there not more Canadians around here? Explain that part. Where are they at? Because they're clearly not here. The other social media like websites, apps, those are not working for a lot of people. Why are they not navigating here is my question. But that's another question for another day. Friday, you got to stop what you're doing, bro. It's not working for real. And if you don't understand that, that's cool. It's just a learning experience. I'm so fortunate to graduate for what I graduated for, bro. Marketing. Everything that I've learned throughout videos in the program, my courses, it's all applying to what I'm doing here. So I know I'm on the right path, and I really want to keep it music. Because I believe, like, we can really change up and shake up the music industry if we start to understand where we are right now. You know? It's just getting to a point where seeing all this is just ridiculous. Friday, you started this. Regardless if you want to put it onto your co-host or not, if this was your platform that did this, y'all got to stop, bro. It's not working. It's really not working, though, you know? So, hey, should I go off on Friday a little bit? Should I? Old ass nigga? I'm teasing. 80-year-old YouTuber, like... All right, let me stop. But what I'm saying, like, I hope that actually, like, I hope that means something. Like, there's ways to making it work here. You just need strategy. You need to figure it out. Are you going to follow the right kind of news to give to the audience, or are you going to continue to follow the wrong kind of news that you shouldn't be giving your audience? Over here, I'm giving the right kind of news. I'm going to make that clear right now. All the videos I've been doing, keeping it music. I'm finding the right news that also keeps it on a music topic, so I'm not going down a drama route. It's you know, it's working for me. You know, it's a slow process, but that's YouTube, especially at this level. For Friday, it's easier. So I don't understand the disconnect in that. Why are you going down the drama route knowing that you can literally just like keep it music? Since I mean, your channel is called We Love Hip Hop. And I barely see you talk about hip-hop, but it's We Love Hip-Hop. Should change it to We Love News, because that's what y'all be. Y'all about news. So We Love News makes more sense. Hey, but that's you, bro. That's you. That's what you want to do. All right, don't let me stomp on your parade, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to, like, give you some knowledge. Now, I know maybe at your age, you don't want to take that knowledge from somebody as little as me over here on this channel. But, brother, what you need to understand is that every time you open your eyes and start a new day, that is an opportunity to learn something new. I'm providing the information over here. It's up to you to choose, like, if you want to watch or not. You know what I'm saying? Now, you need to understand, if you do watch, the chat ain't going to like you. And this goes all the way back to the Culture United. That's you. You burnt that bridge. I don't burn bridges. Sorry. I don't do that. All right? So... take the route that you want to take, but me over here, I'm going down a different path. Understand me? So it is what it is, bro. That's you right there. You and your team, you and your squad. Don't let me stop you. Go ahead now. What's good, Tiptoe Joe? What's good, Ant? How y'all feeling? Oh, Lord. Ugh. Yeah, bro. What more can I say about it, man? For Toronto, for the city, for Canada, for the country. We need to move better. Straight. Can we tell jokes and have fun? Of course. But you need to be careful with what kind of topics that you're going down, because what you're not understanding is that the world is watching. The world likes the negativity. That's cool. There's ways to manipulate that, though. I ain't gonna hold you. You know? You can manipulate it in your favor, and you can still keep it music, but there's certain strategies that you need to understand how to achieve that. If you don't know, that's cool, but what you need to understand, you need to pivot at this point. You need to pivot. You lost what you were trying to work for. That tweet was for you, Doc. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was all for you. That's what you wanted to do. Now look what happened. Now you got to figure it out. So I go down a different path. What's good, Brianne? Happy Saturday. Yes, ma'am. How you feeling? You good? You all right? Welcome back. Good seeing you. All right. Now, because it was so serious, Here we go. We got to do it, man. We got to make sure we tap in with the greatest right here, bro. This quality, bro. Let's have a nice little laugh about this. Bro. Just going to sit back and watch. Don't necessarily need to record this one since I just talked about it. So it's kind of weird to have it going back to back like that. So I'm going to just let it go. But y'all know the vibe already. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We're just going to watch the whole thing. All right, let's have some fun. I'm going to leave a like too because duh. Look upon him.
Yellow diamonds look like pee-pee. No. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I'm glad you're doing well.
Yellow diamonds look like pee-pee.
Oh, shoot.
That's pressure. Yellow diamond look like pee-pee.
Oh, shoot.
No, Pusher, you slid that in. You snuck that one in, Pusher. Yellow diamond look like what happened to Drake.
Yo, Tip
Yellow
facts.
diamond look like what happened to Drake. That's PP.
Oh, shoot.
And then he talks about Riri. Oh, bro, no. I just key life's peachy ASAP with.
God damn!
I just key.
That's not fair.
Do you love me? ASAP with Riri. I hope you got your squeegees for the PP. God damn.
Yo, this nigga, bro.
Oh my God, Pusher.
Oh my goodness, hush him out.
He snuck all that in there. I hope you got your squeegees. Yellow diamond look like pee-pee. I just key. ASAP with Riri. God damn. Oh. Drake.
Oh,
you little plastic porta potty. Drake, you little plastic porta potty. It was a podcast out there that says Drake don't take no L's outside of, Toronto.
Yo, this is not how Toronto's name is supposed to get out there. This is not how we do it.
Or something like that. Outside, when Drake is outside moving around, he don't take no L's. Like he only took an L to Kendrick Lamar, but as far as him moving around, you would think Drake would get robbed more or beat up more or whatever. He said he hasn't been taking no L's in a long time, and then the dude said, well, he did get peed on. Damn. So everybody said, no, that was a long time ago. And Drake responded to the podcast, said, "Nah, man." I think he's trying to have his freaking Jamaican accent right now. Nah, man never peed on me. Nah, man never peed on me.
Bro, you didn't even say it right, bruh. You didn't even say it right. Nah, man. And I'm not saying Koala never said it right. Drake never said it right. Nah, man, never. N-E-V-A. I know Queen is around here somewhere. She can confirm. N-E-V-A. Never. Piss. Pon. P-O-N. When we say on, it's pon. All right? Me. M-I. If you want to be a Caribbean and type like a Caribbean, do it right. God damn, bro. That's not even... Bro, you sound like an Englishman. Sorry, Queen. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't even mean it like that, but you understand me. I know, of all the people, I know you get it, girl. Big sis, you already know, but I just gotta let you know, okay?
So none man never pissed on me in life. That story was for the net, cause mans don't have S to say to get their interviews watched. You little freaking fake plastic porta potty habitual liar too. Drake,
This nigga, bro.
this P been on you for 15 years straight. You got peed on for 15 years, documented. Said by everybody at the movie theater, exact date and time, said by freaking Charleston White, said by T.I. T.I., you know how T.I. like to say, T.I. like, I can't speak for them. I don't want to speak for the other side, but it wasn't no malicious intent. You know how T.I. be talking, it wasn't no malicious intent behind it. So I don't want to say anything.
Yo, wait, why did he get the T.I. right, though? That would sound so crisp.
But it wasn't no malicious intent.
Say expeditiously. I'm gonna stop.
Everybody talked about you getting peed on and you ain't have no response. Then 15 years later, you thought we forgot? You thought we forgot? Pusha ain't forget Yellow Diamond look like what happened to Drake. Oh my God. The nerd.
Yo,
Drake.
y'all gotta keep in mind, he ain't got no change of clothes. Think about that for a second. He ain't got no change of clothes. You gotta go back to wherever you at and tell your peoples to go and get you a fresh pair of jeans from somewhere expensive so I don't look like a bum. Just think about that for a second. Y'all gotta assess the situation. Dude got pissed on. He's walking out the movie theaters with part of his jeans just dark. Okay? Now you walking outside. You don't smell like the cologne that you walked in with. This a new smell. Something's not right. Now you gotta get into you whatever. If you pull up in a Cullinan, I'm just gonna assume I'm gonna give you some grace. You pull up in a Cullinan at the time. Okay, that might have been major. My point is, you gotta sit in said whip with part of your pants wet and smell. You gotta roll down the window. I'm sorry, roll down the window. And you gotta get back to whatever hotel you stay at and then tell your OVO bird people to go and get you some new jeans from somewhere where it ain't cheap so it don't look weird. It just show, oh, look, he did an outfit change. This man, hey, this dude different, bro. He really did an outfit change after the movie. God damn. Look at you. Head ass Nick. Are you kidding me right now?
The nerve of you to try to freaking wash off that stain that's unwashable. You try to wash off that stain that's unwashable. Imagine you just sitting there trying to enjoy a movie theater and somebody just start getting mad, drunk, intoxicated, and they just start peeing on themselves, and that pee just start traveling to the person that got their car.
Bro, you sat there and took it like a champ. Yo, what's good, champ?
Straight. Out of everybody in that movie theater, that pee just start traveling to the person that got their karma straight. Fuck! Yeah!
Wait. I didn't even think of it like that. I thought dude got up and stood in a... I thought that was the play. Dude got up and stood in a corner, but however he was trying to piss, he must have just... Ugh. And then some of it might have... Let me find out dude was just sitting there and he just said, yo, let me just roll down my pants a little bit. And yo, let me just use this window and I'm just going to make it quick, bro. Yo, whatever you gave me to drink, yo, it's strong as hell, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, G. And then he took a bit.
Come I got you home so drunk in LA into pissing on Drake. Shit. Fuck it.
Shit. He said, man, somebody got you so drunk you into pissing on Drake. Shit. Nah, it's too much evidence. All we gotta do is do our homework. The internet don't just die with you. It's too much evidence. That's why you was going on tour. They was freaking throwing toilet paper.
Hey, wipe yourself down, my boy.
They was throwing freaking toilet paper at you. Shit, pissed. You was pissed off. They was throwing toilet paper at you. They was throwing toilet paper at you, Drake. Huh? The toilet paper was getting thrown at you, and the dude behind the scene was trying to pick the toilet paper. He kept on doing it. You see the dude behind the scene just trying to pick up. That toilet paper was strong too, Drake. The toilet paper he had, not my cheap toilet paper. The toilet paper they threw at you was strong. Dude just picking up the toilet paper.
Nah, screw that. 1 ply or 2. Oh my God.
In the back, he was just picking up the toilet paper in the dang back, Drake. Damn.
Oh my God.
They was trying to help you out. Like, man, we know what happened to you. You over here trying to lie. TMZ, like, oh, according to TMZ, the incident occurred during the private screening of Takers in 2010. Cap was heavily intoxicated and peed on himself with some of the urine unintentionally getting on Drake's shoe. Oh
my God.
The laugh now, cry later rapper reportedly jumped out of his seat and ran out of the theater screaming mother.
Yo, laugh now, cry later. Sometimes we laugh and sometimes we cry, but I guess we know now. Baby. What a song to put in there.
Fucker. Yo! No! The fuck?
Facts coming.
Wait for TMZ to leak it. Damn!
Jesus Christ!
Pee on me.
Nah, Drake, you got peed on. Don't never let her piss on your leg, son. Piss on your leg. You up there got all this R. Kelly. You got these R. Kelly lyrics.
Drip, drip, drip.
He said, what did he say? Why you act like just cause I go to the strip club, girl, that I don't love you? You still listening to R. Kelly in the whip, baby girl, and I don't judge you.
What?
This is in 2013. R. Kelly been locked up for like 4 years. Not 2013, 2023.
Oh my God.
He said, man, you listen to R. Kelly, I don't judge you because it happened to you.
I want to piss on you.
No! Jesus!
You a victim. Damn, I don't judge you. Listen to R. Kelly. We know you don't judge a girl listening to R. Kelly. You are the R. Kelly. You are the, besides you getting peed on like R. Kelly, peed on, you are the person that deal with young women. So why would you judge a person listening to R. Kelly when you yourself deal with young women? You got these. This is fresh lyrics. This is in 2023. Drew Picasso. Fresh lyrics. In 2017, before R. Kelly was locked up, you in Party Next Door. The chorus that Party Next Door got in this song, what's the song called? Sits Way Back.
Oh my God.
I don't know if this song is here for real, but they won't read the lyrics. It say, R. Kelly, you slipped out if you don't know already.
What?
R. Kelly, you slipped. R. Kelly, you slipped. P! That's PP.
Yo.
Oh man,
Yo.
that's PP. You for 15 years. You had that P in your leg for 15 years. Damn, and come on, man.
Oh my God.
Come on, man. Like if we really try to find out, it's so easy. It's so easy to tell that when you lying, because before the P, I'm pretty. Let's look at this right. Let me see. T.I. featuring Drake. T.I. Drake songs. Let me see. T.I. Drake songs. Popping Bottles is 14 years ago. So that's like in 2010. This is probably around the time you got peed on. This is fake right here. 15 years ago, Drake featuring T.I. and Swiss Beats. You got no music with T.I. unless it's 2010. 2010, 2000.
That's a good point. That's a good point. From when you got TT'd on, you cut all ties with. That's a good point.
Yo, you have no songs with T.I. in the past 15 years. 15 years ago, you got peed on. You stopped doing music with T.I. off of Scent. P, you and T.I. was collabing. And then it's like after P, if you BP, before P, then after P. You was doing mad songs with T.I. before P.
Yo, dude got peed on and be like, yo, I'm gonna get Atlanta later. Don't worry, I'm gonna come back. Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. Houston, Atlanta, Vegas.
Then after P, no, y'all got no collaborations.
Oh my God.
Look at you can't Drake. Hold on, man. Let me see T.I. Drake and T.I. songs.
It's the typing for me.
Drake and T.I. songs. Nah, nothing popping up.
Wow.
Nothing popping up. You got no Drake. Let me go Google. Let me see Google.
Why
Google.
is Sinbad in the news?
Drake.
What happened to Sinbad?
T.I. recent songs. Nah. All this is lies. Drake and T.I. have not released a new collaborative song recently, but their most well-known collaboration, Poppin' Bottles, released in 2012.
Yo.
2012, 2 years after P. That was the most recent one. When was Poppin' Bottles release date?
Yo, just imagine the way this man would get bullied in the booth. He go in the booth to go rap. All of a sudden, everybody on the other they start laughing. They start laughing. Just imagine Drake trying to rap a chorus or something. Everybody on the other side start dying. Look at you. We call you TT. TT from Toronto. TT Aubrey.
Poppin' Bottles.
Oh my God.
T.I. release date.
You about to get TikTok.
Y'all lying.
That's what I'm saying. Wow.
Y'all said 2012. This shit say 2010.
Nah, because that's probably when the music video dropped. The music video. Okay, I don't even know, to be honest. I ain't gonna lie. Let's keep going. That's the album release. There's gotta be.
The T.I. song Poppin' Bottles is December 5th, 2010 as a track from the album No Mercy. Y'all lying. Y'all said 2012. You gotta keep on doing homework. This dude ain't do a song with T.I. after P.
Lord have mercy.
Wait for TMZ to leak it. Yellow Diamond look like PB. PP. Hope you got your squeegees. I just laugh. I just kiki. ASAP with Riri. Wait for TMZ to leak it.
That's a good name. TT Aubrey.
It's all in the writing. Everything. You stop dealing with T.I. after his man peed on you. Wow. Your body. Your body. It's a plastic porta potty. Yeah, Drake, you ain't gonna freaking Tootsie slide with all that pee the way out of this one.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That's nah, man. Nah, the stuff that you're in,
Hurt.
ain't gonna never go away. That staying with you forever.
What's good, Miss Nunu Nation? Good to see you.
Forever. Y'all let me know if y'all believe Drake saying he never got peed on, and that's the stuff that don't ever say the word shit. Piss, nothing. Don't say restroom, bathroom, piss, shit. Number 2, number 1. Don't say none of that. Don't say nothing that got to do with the freaking, the star. But yeah, let me know if y'all believe what Drake is saying. He want to go to the podcasters. You're going to go to the stream. You're going to go on the podcasters platform and say they lying. But you ain't gonna go tell Meek Mill he was lying. You ain't gonna tell T.I. he was lying. You ain't gonna tell Kendrick Lamar he was freaking lying about you getting peed on. Nah, man, come on. Don't do that to the freaking. You go after the podcasters. Go after the content creators. Man, fuck out of here. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Out. Bye.
I made Mary Jane sing. And it was dope kicking buzz by the scene.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. I needed a good laugh, bruh. I don't know about y'all. I needed a good laugh, man. Holy, that was funny as hell, bro. Don't kill me. Why you acting like Drake was in deep shit? I'm sick. More like deep. Yo, damn. All right, so there's two ways we can go with this right now. We can either watch the Jay Nolan video. It's a long video, I'm not gonna lie. Or, you know what? I'm gonna leave the Jay Nolan video for last because that's the longest video we have. That's a long video. 35 minutes is a long time, right? We have a Chigs video with Joe Budden responding to Rory. I gotta hear that. I don't know if it's an ether or he gonna destroy him or any kind of way. I need to hear what he gonna say though. I gotta hear it because I know like the king of trolling. All right, that's too much right there. That's glazing. Let me take a step back for a second because I shouldn't have done that. That is my bad. Anyway, this one I will record though. So let's go ahead and lock in. Let's go ahead and get started, bro. All right, we're recording. Boom. Joe Budden himself responds to all this mess with Rory. This gonna be funny, I bet. Anyway, look. Y'all do know how I start this, right? So let's go ahead and make it happen. Let go. Yo, you, right here in the small box, right here in the small box. Welcome back to Flex Mob Reactions, only on the Flex Mob Network. I'm Flex. Welcome back to the channel. Joe Budden condemns Rory for old resurfaced tweets, and Rory deletes his Twitter account. Oh, he deletes it. Okay. Is it deactivated or deleted? Let's get it right. Because I know how the wording can get mixed up sometimes. Either way, let's go ahead and get started because y'all know I'm a yapper. I like to chat. I can't help it. Listen, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the video. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the reaction. Hit that notification bell so you get notified when I drop my videos or when I'm live, like right now. Don't forget to hype the videos that I drop, all right? Trust me, we're building something crazy over here, and I'm sure with what I'm doing, it's going to work. It's going to take a little time, all right? But let's go ahead and lock in. Let's go.
YouTube. Chicks. Get ready. You know what to do, chicks.
Never let a man piss on your legs, son. Crazy.
I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
Oh boy, here we go, you guys. Now, after
Isn't that such a Rory photo right there? That makes so much sense. Ugly ass sweater.
Today's controversy with Rory, a lot of people wondered how Joe Budden was going to approach it. As somebody that stood next to Rory for years, as somebody that used to be Rory's friend, and as somebody that still talks to
business
Rory
relationship,
to this day, do we see Joe put his reputation on the line to defend Rory? Now, if you guys
Facts,
missed the video from yesterday, please make sure you guys go check it out. But Rory has been catching a lot of backlash the last couple of days for some wild old tweets that people resurfaced. Yesterday on his podcast, Rory actually apologized, but some people felt like it just was not enough. Now, this all came after Rory Mal and the...
Yeah, because your apology sounded nothing like bull. Like, yo, like it literally just sounded like bullshit. Straight. You trying to troll your way out of an apology. That's what it sounded like. And it doesn't help that all these other people are running to you trying to defend you as if, oh, we got to defend. No! You stand up for your damn platform. You stand up for your branding. And you try to defend it the best you can by taking that accountability pill. Why is everybody afraid of taking their medicine? Accountability is a hell of a drug. I understand it. It might be bitter. But God damn it, things that are bitter is there to help you. It's not to hurt you. It's to help. Take the damn pill.
Maris, we're talking about Kendrick Lamar's Grammy nominations. The Maris caught some backlash for basically saying, yo, if Kendrick sweeps and Clips do not win, I'm going to be upset. The one thing they did wrong is go on Twitter and argue with fans about it. If you're going to be a media personality with opinions, you gotta know not to engage with everybody. The Maris was on Twitter showing people her playlist, trying to prove to everybody that she's actually been a fan of Clips. Now, the funny part of this whole thing is that Rory said, yo, I know Kendrick is a Grammy darling, which is actually...
All right, one thing I got to say real quick is that if you notice or if you've ever tuned in and watched, one thing I noticed is that the way that they're running their podcast, they're running it like college freshmen, if that makes sense. the way that they're going about the topics, the way that they're trolling, cracking jokes, trying to appease their audience, is the more it looks like just something for like college kids to just listen to, if I'm going to be honest. Or, heck, it'd be for like high schoolers or something. To be real, the way that you guys are going about this whole situation is literally all wrong. And literally, one thing that I noticed as well is that each and every one of them have a Twitter addiction. They can't get off the app. Just think about that for a second. Imagine having an addiction to Twitter, and look what it does to your brand. A lot of people never clock that. That's a whole other issue in itself, but look how it relates back to what's going on here. Because you can't get off of social media applications, look what it did to your brand. If people are even talking about you like that, who is it to say that you got to go out there and defend yourself against everybody? At that point, you got to let it go. You have the platform. Y'all got the camera set up. You know, y'all recording your podcast. Address it there if you are smart. But this whole situation just shows that y'all have terrible damage control. Terrible. Horrible. Look how long it took you before you had to apologize, and then look at the apology. Weak.
The same thing Joe Budden said about Kendrick a couple weeks ago.
Kendrick is and has been. Chance, I'm not gonna say.
I ain't hear you say
Kendrick's a Grammy darling.
Now, back then, Joe did catch a lot of heat for it. Even TDE guys came at Joe. But the one thing Joe did not do is get on Twitter and go back and forth with fans. He barely even addressed the TDE guys like MacWap that dissed him and his son. Now today on the Joe Budden podcast, Joe actually kept it real with Rory. He told him, yo, you going on that Twitter space and the way you acted was not a good look. Here's what Joe said.
The lyric that they thought he was saying. So,
Mark, you doing like a word salad right now.
So there was a whole, she asked me what the tweet said. So there was a bunch of tweets. Some of them were offensive to celebrities. Some were seen as anti-black women, etc. That's what happened. And then the other piece of it was he defended himself. He went on Spaces to explain his position and had a very long 4.5 hour.
And put on an absolute masterclass in how you should not defend yourself.
Yeah.
4.5 hours is way too long.
An absolute, boy, that was.
You said
4.5 hours, that's somebody's shift. That's somebody's shift at work that works in a mall. That you spent that much time on Twitter, and I heard your excuse. It wasn't good enough. You sitting there like, oh, I was already deep enough in the mess. I might as well stay here and write it out. Say who? Say who? You have the power to just end it and leave. Oh, there's gonna be a couple like tabloids, a couple articles out there like, oh, Rory ditches Twitter Spaces because it got too heated. Bro, take it. Take the L. You're already there. Address it. Yo. This wasn't working. Your mind. God damn.
How you should not.
Yeah.
It is a way to do that. It really is. It's a science to it. And apologizing. People don't know how to do it, though.
So I think that what he did right. So then, the fourth step was finally he went on his show and offered an apology, particularly for the dismissiveness with which he had dealt with the opening part of that conversation. In the Spaces.
In the Spaces. Dismissive, smug, condescending,
snarky,
arrogant, snarky.
What?
His position was anybody that knows me knows that I don't hate black people. I'm not a racist. Yada yada yada. People were trying to tell him we all don't know you.
Right.
And this is how these tweets come off. A lot of the tweets were a lot worse than the "looking in my rim" rap lyric part that Mark
I want to
mentioned.
know the worst.
I wouldn't read them.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable.
I wouldn't even read them, but they were pretty bad. So I think people were just trying to hold him accountable and get him to at least.
Let me help y'all understand what's going on here. Let me go back a little bit.
Snarky.
What?
His position was anybody that knows me knows that I don't hate black people. I'm not a racist. Yada yada yada. People were trying to tell him we all don't know you.
Right.
And this is how these tweets come off. A lot of the tweets were a lot worse than the "looking in my rim" rap lyric part that Mark
I want to
mentioned.
know the worst.
I wouldn't read them.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable.
I wouldn't even read them, but they were pretty bad. So I think people were just trying to hold him accountable and get him to at least acknowledge that in them resurfacing, there are people that weren't around back then that are hurt, that feel a way, that listen to you, that follow you, that look up to you, yada, 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 all of the
But
bells
even
and
the
whistles.
people that do know you, they still be hurt about it. Even if they like people get hurt by stuff like that, especially when they support you.
But I think some people gave him grace because they know him. Like, I know he's not racist, so I'm going to look at the tweet differently than somebody.
Just because you know somebody and you know that they're not a racist doesn't mean that the optics is going to show the same thing. Bro, you can say, excuse-moi, you can say whatever you want to say to defend yourself. At the end of the day, all those tweets are still there. Those should have been like, okay, through his eyes. Let me make it clear because I don't want to say anything where it's like, oh, I'm defending. Through Rory's eyes, what he could have done, if you really wanted to post these things, you should have deleted it after. If the people that knows you saw what they needed to see, delete. Because you having the skin like that, saying something like that about somebody that's melanated, does not look good at all. At all, no matter how you want to paint it. Period. That's nasty, especially in the space that you're in. You are welcomed here. You don't do that. Now look what it did to you. You ran off Twitter. The same application that you are addicted to. You're off it. They forced you off it. That's what they did to you. Because you don't understand what's going on in front of you.
Like, I can't know a white boy enough that he can't say nigger. I don't care.
And he didn't.
Oh, well,
And
I'm
he
just
didn't.
saying. I use it as an example.
Yeah. I just want to be clear
can't
for
know
the
a white
audience.
person enough that they can do racist shit or whatever.
Yeah, I thought some of the more tweets I saw, the more I was like, yeah, that's even if I'm being generous, that's too much, right? And I think that he will likely address that. It got big. The story got bigger than I thought it would be when I saw it on TMZ.
Facts, quick.
Damn.
Yeah, when I saw it on TMZ, I was like, ooh. And
CMZ, Baller, a lot. It grew legs.
Yeah.
It grew legs rather quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, and mentioning Beyonce doesn't ever stop things from growing legs.
Yeah.
So that's its own.
He mentioned Beyonce.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Beyonce tweet. Yeah, Rory's getting shit off.
Yeah.
Rory's getting shit off.
Yeah, 2011 was a different time.
Y'all agree that Twitter was like a whole nother place back then.
It was.
don't matter.
It was. I
It
wasn't
was.
doing it. Okay.
That just doesn't excuse anything.
Yeah.
No.
It was. I was there for it. I participated. It just doesn't excuse anything if the tweets ever come up. Which, number one, I'm confused how people that have some stuff going on are not doing a forensic cleanse
I got
on across their
8,000
social media.
followers and deleted everything.
Well, you know, some people use there's devices and tools you can use to find stuff even after you
Yeah.
delete it.
Yeah. But that's different. I feel like you making an effort to delete it, that changes.
Yeah, Mark, what you brought up doesn't mean anything. If you deleted a tweet and you're trying to report on deleted tweets, that doesn't hold anything. Whoever's reporting on that news, it makes them look weird because they have nothing to talk about. So they got to go and use certain softwares and applications to try and find deleted tweets to think they can make a living off of it. That doesn't work. So why would you even bother stepping on what Joe said? He needs PR. He needs somebody that's going to run defense for him. You are a personality in this space because of the waves that you rode. Pay attention to that part first. Every platform that he was on, he rode the wave. He never led. And now that he's in a leadership role, look what happens. Does he deserve it? Yes or no? No is the answer, by the way. Let's be real right now. I never thought he deserved it at all because I never thought they had that kind of charisma to really hold down an audience for a long period of time like this individual on the left. The individual on the left was holding down an audience for over a decade. For over a decade. Look what he's getting paid for now out of what he's doing. Around 20 mil per year. My God, look what you left. And here's another thing when it comes to business deals. If you are not familiar with what's going on around you when it comes to like meetings and certain like revenue that you get that you have to talk about with certain individuals behind closed doors. If you don't understand those situations, keep your mouth shut. Because if you kept your mouth shut, you would have still been there. But look at you now. They ran you off Twitter, bruh. That's your bread and butter. And you gone. What is going on? If he was smart, he would have kept his mouth shut, because at the end of the day, Joe really was trying to get his people paid. Now look at his people now. They getting paid. Now I know they telling jokes and it's like, oh, we're not getting paid enough. Like, it's a joke thing. I know. Trust me, I know. Because they're still there. Let's keep it real. They can joke. It's a joke thing. Like when you see the friendship, the brotherhood kind of situation, bro, it's a joke thing. I understand that part. But look what you could have had if you just played the game. Look at the rewards you could have gotten. But you know, you must be getting your own rewards over there. But as far as I see it, for the last couple days over around this week, I don't know what kind of rewards you're getting now. That's all I got to say.
The narrative.
But I'm just wondering if I don't even know if this stuff was still.
What's good, Lanita? It's been a hot minute. Good seeing you again.
Any step you can implement to make those tweets harder to come across,
For sure.
For the casual, you should take those. You should take those steps.
I'm just wondering. I was wondering if he deleted his and they found him anyway. That's all I'm wondering. I don't know.
No.
Oh no, they just sitting there.
I don't think so.
Okay, got you.
I haven't asked him.
Say it again, Mark.
You should take those. You should take those steps.
I'm just wondering. I was wondering if he deleted his and they found him anyway. That's all I'm wondering. I don't know.
No.
Oh no, they just sitting there.
They just sitting there? Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay, got you.
I haven't asked him that, but
got you.
Yeah. In 2011, them tweets were so bad they start kicking my back in. Hey, them tweets were so bad. This motherfucker Joe Budden brought him into the coach. I was like, I didn't know this nigga in 2011. I had no idea who he was in 2011. But
you got to remember though, it's already been confirmed that was a business deal. They weren't even friends prior. They faked the friendship to build the audience, and it worked. You know, did they lie? Maybe they did. That's not the point. My point is that was a source for talking about. That was a hip hop platform. That was one of my sources at the time. Still my source to this day. You know, there's other platforms I can run to, like Apple Music, or I can come to any of the platforms on YouTube now that I'm really here for real. But I have a lot of sources where I go for hip hop news and information and marketing news as well. I've already proved that he has a incredible marketing mind throughout the Patreon episode. Specifically, he had an episode with Kev on Stage, the most recent one, and they were going over marketing strategies. That's my bread and butter. Why would I not listen? I just had to, you know.
do I think Rory's racist? No,
of course not.
Yeah. Do I think that there must always, there's just law to how white people have to listen to black people in black spaces, I feel.
Period.
Yeah. Like, I agree. If you hurt someone with your words, and when the words are of a certain, context, yeah, I don't think it's your right to be smug in that instance. And I think he acknowledged that.
He did. I think when it first happened, because there was a couple moving parts. One was some of the things they said he did was like a fake tweet that somebody had made, and so he was responding to that. The other thing was, I think he thought he was in a room full of weirdo Kendrick stans who were just attacking him and being unreasonable. And then, to your point, the people who came, the room was filled with crazy people, sane people, people who didn't know what was going on. So it was like the Kendrick person was a person like you who's like, yo, what the fuck just happened? I don't know. Then those people who were just hurt and want to answer. And I think, if some of y'all don't know how Spaces works, it might be, there wasn't equal representation on the stage at first. So I think part of it was he was responding to a certain kind of person. And I think that contributed to the dismissiveness. It still was dismissive, but I think that contributed to it. And then as it got bigger, sometimes you get in situations you dig your heels in and you just double down on the shit you're already doing. And I think that's what happened, and it just got worse. But you absolutely should not defend yourself in that way. Mm-hmm. Especially when you got a platform. I want him to just step out the room and think about it and then.
That's the thing, the platform part, and this is the thing with when you. That happened to me years ago, and they was like ripping me apart at first. So sometimes you responded to the insult you got, like you walking in that room, but you still remember somebody calling you a small head bitch.
That's
so
what I'm saying.
you coming at people because they was talking about your sneaks and your head size and all that. But in actuality, in my opinion,
that's facts, Tiff.
Rory is somebody that's usually in black spaces since he started, right? It's like he's in black stuff, correct?
Yup.
So if you're white and you benefit off of shit like that, you have to be super vigilant about what you say and do. That's my personal opinion, especially if you're making money off the niggas. I shouldn't be able to find you saying no crazy shit that I would be offended about, period. Me, I got 8,000 followers and went backwards and deleted stuff. Like it's a thought process. You get to a point where you take that extra effort. Also, I think the average person doesn't know how to apologize, and I get that. But when you have a platform, I don't think there's anything wrong with trying to figure it out. I literally Google how to apologize because there's really ways not to do it. Like a lot of people fuck up when they apologize because they'll say something that sounds like an excuse or close to it. You just focus on yourself. You just be accountable for what you did and you apologize. You don't bring up nothing else in the story. And most people don't know how to do that.
Spaces was also just not the place to do it.
Yeah, agreed.
Especially when I think
Twitter is a wasteland, bro. And you thought you're going to address all this news in a wasteland. You assume the people that was in the room was there to troll you. What you fail to understand is that Kendrick fans are grown. Kendrick fans are not Drake fans. Kendrick fans are grown individuals. Grown men and women that have regular everyday jobs that sometimes sit down and listen to you guys. What you're not understanding is that this is literally my bread and butter. Y'all don't even know your audience. Y'all don't know your audience, bruh. You assume your audience is a bunch of younger people that follows Kendrick endlessly as if they're Drake fans in the same way. That's not your audience, bruh. Your audience is grown. You don't have kids. Kids don't have an attention span for things that are boring, bruh. That's why they go be watching Kai Cenat and them for hours. Because it's entertaining and it's amazing. People be on Twitch literally hitting on girls, rizzing up girls, IRL. People watch that shit for hours. They're not going to sit there and watch you and Maul talk about nothing for hours. You don't even know your own audience. Your audience is grown. That's how backwards y'all is, bro. Embarrassing.
someone said there was a 4 hours worth of.
Now, you guys remember yesterday when I told you guys every single hour that goes by, people are finding new Rory tweets from the past? Well, Rory went ahead and deleted his Twitter. That's right. At a certain point,
deleted or deactivated. We got to make that clear.
You got to stop the bleeding. And if I'm Rory, whenever I'm ready to make a comeback on Twitter, you just got to issue a quick formal apology. You got to know people are still waiting to kick your back in on social media. Even though Maul probably is going to speak out against it, apologize to the people sincerely and just move on. Especially when you have the top 2 fan bases out there on your head top. Listen, man, you guys get in the comments below. Do you guys think Joe Budden was showing Rory some grace? And what do you guys think should be Rory's next move? Like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys later, man.
He ain't shooting him no grace, bro. Trust me. Trust and believe me, ain't shooting him no grace. I promise you that. These are lessons that need to be learned from all creators, small and large. These are the same lessons that I need to, make sure I remember myself, because as you grow, the exploration starts to open up, So as creators, this is why I need a team. When I'm doing this, the reason why I named it a network, the Flex Your Mind Network, FYM Network, this is not supposed to be just me. One day, there's going to be other people that you're going to see here that's going to be sitting with me, whether if we're going to be in a studio or if we're just going to be kicking back somewhere, But I intend for this thing to be a team kind of effort. It's going to get to a point where I can't manage everything anymore, from the thumbnails to the editing to social, the SEOs, social media engineering, all that, all that kind of jobs that I got to do, the research, just learning, educating myself, watching other videos so I'm catching up with everybody. It's going to get to a point where I can't do it all by myself no more. I can't. Look at what I listed just off the top of my head. That's a long job. That's the same way how I go to work for my shift. It's the same way I have to sit down here for my shift. It's a lot of work. The same thing for Rory, same thing for Joe. It's not a one-man thing. It's a team of people behind them making sure that this boat is still float. That's how these things are supposed to work. It's never supposed to be a solo gig, solo job. It's never supposed to be like that. So eventually, even for here, you're going to see other people here with me, whether if it's a guy, girl, whatever. somebody that's knowledgeable about these things. I want them to be here with me so we can have critical conversations, so we can sit back, do reactions to other people's channels, so I can introduce people that are new here to some of the greats around here. That's what I intend to do. I want to be on this level, but at the same time, I want to make sure that I have a destination when I'm doing this, and that destination is in the industry, regardless of where I land, because once I'm in, I grow. That's how it's supposed to go. But sitting here looking at this, especially this one on the right, embarrassing. From where you came from to where you are, you didn't think you should learn something from that situation going into this new situation? No. Now look what happened. Ran you off Twitter. Can't believe that, man. So disappointing. Fact. That's a very good point, too. Maul didn't take up for Damaris like he did for Rory. That's another good point, too, Tiff. Say it louder for the people in the back. These dudes look weird, bro. Even Maul. We've been saying Maul is a raccoon, bro. Straight. They're all taking up for their counterparts. If Rory was talking about all the black people and not just women, they would have a different, maybe they would have different opinions. I don't necessarily disagree with you, but just from what I see already, it's not looking good. Or just stand on your ish. F the apology. Well, it's too late, so it is what it is. All right. What time is it? All right, I got plenty of time. This is wonderful. But I still got one more video to do, right? Still got one more video to do. So let's go ahead and make it happen. Freaking embarrassing. Imagine we give you a plate to the cookout and you don't even at least finish your plate. You want to throw... Girl, you shouldn't have. With the super sticker. Lord have mercy. Hey, W. Lanita in the chat, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you. Girl, thank you. I appreciate it. W. Lanita. Hold on. Let me go ahead and just, go ahead and type it out real quick. I ain't gonna leave you hanging. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. W. Lanita for sure. That's love. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Well appreciated. All right, last video for today. Now, it's going to be the longest video. I ain't going to lie to you, but I got to do it, man. I got to do it. We tapping in with Jay Nolan, baby. It's Nolan. Now, he don't even have he ain't got no music at the beginning. Shoot. All right. Is that a sponsor? My boy got promotion. My fault. Level up type situation. I see it. Morgan & Morgan. I'm not sure what it is, but I appreciate it, bro. Look at you moving up in the world. Love to see it. With the QR code. My fault. All right, there's the video. I hope that didn't sound like rude or anything. I like to joke and tease sometimes. It's just in my nature. I like doing it. It's fun. All right. Oh, no hat, by the way. Oh, he must be locked in. All right. Let's go ahead and record button and let's lock in on the last video for today. One and done. Unfortunately, this one gonna take a while. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I hope y'all have something good to drink because I don't with my water gone. It's all good. When I'm done, I'm gonna get more water. Probably get some of these uploads up as well. But again, it's kind of late. I'll save them for tomorrow. Anyway, as you can see, I like to wow, words are hard. I like to yap. Let's go ahead and lock in, all right? Y'all do know how I start this. So let's make it happen. Yo, you, right here in the small box, right here in the small box. Welcome back to Flex Mob Reactions, only on the Flex Mob Network. I'm Flex. Welcome back to the channel. I need to look into this more, and this is the right person to go to look into it, since Absa wants to send out cease and desist and all that. Oh, we can't use her content. That's you. That's you. I thought sharing is caring on YouTube. As long as you tag and respect said person that you're getting the content. You know what? Let me not even get into it because I don't want to spark anything in the chat. Let's just keep it to where it's at. Let's lock in. Drake sued by photographer for What Did I Miss video But why am I in the paperwork? I would love to know. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what's about the video. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what's about the reaction. Hit that notification bell so you get notified when I drop my videos or when I'm live like right now. And don't forget to hype the joints up when I drop them, all right? Trust me. Everything I'm doing here is going to work. It's just going to take some time, but the pathway is pretty clear right now based on the opportunities that I've been getting. I want to make sure I can get some speaking engagements around here. I want to make sure that I can do like panels around the city so I can really share the wealth and knowledge that I have built from YouTube with the rest of the city of Toronto. You know what I'm saying? Because I promise you, with what I know and what I understand, we have a lot of work to do for sure. But if I can start motivating and encouraging people to start going down a better path than the path that they're going down right now in music, I really think we can make a big change over here. Let's get started, bruh.
What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid Jay Nolan here. Welcome
What's
back
good,
to
Miss
another episode
Vibrant?
of Inside the Industry.
What's
your
good,
number one source
Julie?
for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well out there this afternoon. Wow. 2025 has been bizarre.
Facts.
Okay? Now, as I was preparing to talk about this whole Drake, what did I miss lawsuit, for those that don't know, Drake is currently being sued by photographer Gabriele Galimberti for copyright infringement, right? In his so-called music video for What Did I Miss? Now, if y'all can remember, we talked about this just a few months ago. And in Galimberti's lawsuit, he actually references my video talking about it, right?
Wow.
I guess I should go ahead and just pull up the comparison or pull up, I'll just pull up the comparison, fuck it. So as you can see here, these are the two photos. On the left is a photo from Galimberti's.
Looks pretty similar to me. And I know for a fact Drake owns none of them weapons.
Book, The Ameriguns, where he's documenting Americans' affinity for their Second Amendment right and their affinity for large arsenal of artillery in their homes. And to the right, you see a clip from Drake's What Did I Miss video where he has his artillery lined up in the backyard very similarly, right? So I was not the person who even originated this. There were blogs, there was Instagram posts out there.
So hold on a second. For somebody that studies rap battles for a living, and you know about battle rap, you've been at battle rap like battles, URL, King of the Dot. You've been there before. So you must have heard when some people or some battle rappers out there talk that gun talk. For example, just to keep it simple, Conceited, Hitman Holla, Charlie Clips. You've heard gun talk before, but you study it, right? But instead of just talking it, you go ahead and just go purchase, or I don't know where you get said weapons from, but you go ahead and just lay out a bunch of you lay out your whole arsenal on the ground, talking about what did I miss? You're the rapper. Why not use your words to describe what kind of machines you can use against your opponent? You don't need to give us the visual. As a rapper, it's your job to ingrain the visual in our heads so we understand what you be talking about. Throughout What Did I Miss, you said nothing. The only thing we heard is that I don't give a F if you love me. I don't give a F if you like me. Bro, what is that? You've been saying that since Stay Scheming. No new friends, no new friends, no new friends, no new. That's you. That's you. That's crazy, bro. Look at you.
The idea to even cover this was not on me. I had somebody who is on the ground in Texas who I won't shout out for their own, their own sake, who brought this to my radar, and I was like, oh wow, this is some great subject matter for me to touch on, just to even get into what inspired that video, because that was a big question. When we saw the video, we was like, yo, what the fuck is he trying to prove by having all these guns in the backyard while suing at the same time about words in a diss track?
Yup.
How you gonna try to make yourself tough with all the guns you got but you can't even take a diss record embarrassing you in front of the people.
Another good
that made
point.
little to no sense, you know. But apparently, Gallimberti saw my video along with some others on social media who also drew reference to this, and my name ended up in the paperwork. I saw this a day ago, and then I noticed that people started tagging me in it, so I was like, yeah, I'm already on it. Now, before we get into this, you see the Family Over Fame? If you're on mobile, you can hit the shop button. You could get you one of these. If not, you could go to the store on my YouTube channel. They're for sale for you. We got different variations of it.
Store's on my YouTube channel, by the way.
But this is the brand.
Surprise.
And the Family Over Fame album will be out 2026.
I'll talk about it
put
soon.
that out there because
I'll probably give it like
people
Monday,
be wondering.
a whole like.
But let's get to the
announcement.
actual paperwork. And before we get started, I do want to thank everybody who so far has placed their order for your Family Over Fame gear. I've been getting email updates. Your stuff should be on its way. You should receive it before Family and Food Day, as I call it. Others would call it Thanksgiving, but you should have it before that particular day. All right, let's get started. So this has been filed in the United States District Court, Central District of California. Plaintiff is Gabrielle Gallimberti, as I told y'all. And the defendants in this will be Aubrey Drake Graham, professionally known as Drake, an individual. OVO Sound, which is his label.
Don't kill me, Josh.
Republic Records, the company he's signed to, a New York company, and Universal Music Group, a Netherlands corporation, and John Doe's 1 through 10. Okay, who the fuck is the 10 John Doe's? So it says here, Plaintiff Gabrielle Gallimberti, an individual by and through his attorneys, Valkyrie, as for his complaint for copyright infringement against defendants Aubrey Drake Graham, PKA Drake, an individual, OVO Sound, blase blah. Nature of the action. This lawsuit concerns defendants' willful, brazen, and extensive unlawful infringement of plaintiff's exclusive copyright in his photographic portrait image, the original work contained within the project entitled The Ameriguns, the Original Work Project, which was created by plaintiff Gallimberti. Okay, so he says this is a willful, brazen, and extensive unlawful infringement. Okay, that Gallimberti's iconic and highly distinctive photography style embodied in the original work was lifted by defendants to set the scene of the music video for the song What Did I Miss? Is both an egregious violation of federal law and an affront to plaintiff, his livelihood, his legacy, and to photographers everywhere. So he says, you come over here jacking my work. You're not crediting me or shouting me out. You got to do something. Make it attributable to a nigga, man.
What's good, Tiny? How you doing?
Plaintiff is an internationally renowned photographer whose work spans over 20 years. Plaintiff has produced numerous reports and articles for publications around the world, as well as books, exhibitions, and conferences. Plaintiff has been a National Geographic photographer since 2015. Plaintiff has earned multiple prestigious awards throughout his career, including the World Press Photo 2021 award in the Portrait Stories category with the Ameriguns. So this actual book that he published has won awards as well. Plaintiff's work consists of long-term projects investigating the habits of people around the world, including but not limited to their differences and similarities, peculiarities, and fears. Plaintiff is recognized by his distinct photographic style he has repeated several times throughout his career that involves portraying a person and their objects all arranged in a very precise geometric layout in front or around the subject. Plaintiff employed this particular style in the Ameriguns project, which consists of a series of 40 portraits taken of U.S. firearms owners posing with their guns. Without the consent of plaintiff and without his knowledge, defendants infringed upon his rights by creating an entire music video scene featuring an unauthorized copy of the original work in the infringing video. Below left is the original work. Below right is a still image from the infringing video. As set forth more fully below, the scene from the infringing video intentionally copies the original work and is a blatant attempt to appropriate not only the immediately identifiable and unique look and feel of the original work, but also many of the specific copyrightable elements in the original work, including The arrangement of the weapons on the ground are parallel. The position of the subject on...
Now, the reason why I want to do a deeper dive is that I want to see the details towards this little situation or case, however you want to put it, because I'm treating this whole situation as a learning experience for other artists out there to understand that, yo, your originality, your authenticity, everything that goes into your brand, that goes into marketing, that matters. And the more original, the more creative you are, is the better off it is for your overall career. What we're witnessing right now is somebody that's literally a copycat finally having things like this catch up to him. You can only do it for so long. You've been getting away with doing things like this for a long time now. Yo, a lot of people might be thinking enough is enough, because think about it. What's really original if you haven't done an original thing to begin with? That's a question a lot of us have in the back of our minds. A lot of people can admit that. Majority of people that enjoy music can happily admit that, because it's been looking weird for years and we've been letting it slide. 2025 is not sliding no more. That's why every time I go back to the battle, one thing I've been saying about the battle is that it wasn't just a battle. It was a career versus career moment. And whoever cared about the career more is going to succeed. Look at the opponent right now. Lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit. The things that you've been getting away with is not happening anymore. If you cared and really thought you could win that battle and really had the pen that you said you had, you wouldn't even be in this situation right now. But look at you. And I'm saying it this way because I know there are going to be some people from Toronto that's going to be watching this and they're going to feel some kind of way. What y'all need to understand is that this is like a lesson to be learned. This is like learned behavior. We're learning about this kind of behavior so we don't need to replicate this anymore. This should not be replicated ever again. This is absolutely disappointing towards the city. All these things to happen damn near at the same time because you can't be original. All you had to do was just stay on script and be original. That's all you had to do, but you couldn't do that. Now look where we are today. This is a problem. I'm so glad I'm on YouTube because I feel like with us being on YouTube, a lot of people are missing out on the news that they're supposed to be listening to, which is why I'm sitting here and listening to Jay Nolan right now. Let me keep going.
On the right side of the frame, next to a swimming pool, the portico behind the subject, the proportion between the space occupied by the composition of the weapons, the swimming pool, the portico, and the sky. The sky? The green lawn area visible on the left above the swimming pool, the shape of the roof of the house behind the subject. Oh, shit, you even comparing the homes?
It is kind of similar.
The backlighting with the sun high behind the subject's left shoulder. I didn't even know you could try to copyright the backlighting of using the sun.
Nah, because the thing is that when you have a photo that's copyrighted, if you mimic even a portion of it, and you kind of made it obvious with leaving all the arsenal on the ground, but if you mimic it damn near 1-to-1, you're going to get called out on it. So, yes, the shadow, the house, everything.
Holy shit. Defendant's exploitation of plaintiff's original work is particularly troubling for several reasons. The entire theme of the infringing video is premised on plaintiff's The Ameriguns Project. Tellingly, the infringing video was released on July 4th, 2025, American Independence Day, to add further relevance to the title of plaintiff's The Ameriguns Project and to imply on information and belief that the infringing video was made in collaboration with the Ameriguns Project and or its author, plaintiff. The display of the firearms in the scene in the infringing video is so clearly a copy of plaintiff's original work that even before the infringement became known to plaintiff, several social media commentators and consumers began associating the infringing video. See, Jay Nolan, my fucking goodness, why am I here? What did I miss?
What did I miss? That's crazy, bruh. This is crazy right here. It's getting a little ridiculous that YouTubers getting thrown into lawsuits, bro. Bro, this is supposed to be neutral ground right here. It's looking kind of shaky because of a certain individual.
Yes.
J Tom, I'm glad you said that because I am still cool with John River. Shout out to John River. That is an exceptional rapper out here. The picture, album cover, no picture that was taken that Drake and Party Next Door used for Some Sexy Songs for You was originally off of John Rivers' Hope City 2 cover art, displaying the Marilyn Monroe buildings in Mississauga, Ontario, just by Square One, just off the highway. So, yes, I'm glad you said that.
Drake, if you read it, man, miss me with the bullshit, man. I'm just creating content, talking about people. God, But they say, see, Jay Nolan, Drake referencing the Ameriguns in What Did I Miss music video. YouTube published July 6th, 2025. They even used the link. Talk about free press.
Crazy.
The Art Revival did Ameriguns inspire Drake official What Did I Miss? Gabrielle Galimberti's Ameriguns. YouTube, July 6, 2025, same day. Defendant Aubrey Drake Graham is professionally known for implying hidden meanings in his lyrics and audio-visual works meant to accompany his music. This is where shit take a little bit of a twist. If you ain't seen this shit already. On Information and Belief, Defendant Graham also selected to affiliate himself with plaintiff's original work for an additional reason. Namely, that plaintiff was publicly vilified for his role in a controversial Balenciaga advertisement involving false allegations of glorifying PDF activity. I knew nothing of the sort. I didn't know nothing about this.
What the hell going on?
So the photographer suing Drake,
what the hell,
was involved in a controversial Balenciaga ad.
Wait, no, let me hear that again because I need to make sure I understand what I'm hearing.
About this. So the photographer suing Drake, was involved in a controversial Balenciaga ad that involved false allegations of glorifying PDF activity, the same sorts of things that Drake has been accused of for the past year very strongly, and for previous years a little bit more under the radar. Now, here we're on this website called Petapixel. This is an article from 2022. This is the photographer, Mr. Galimberti, where he says he fears he will never work again, okay? Because he did this photo shoot with Balenciaga that featured children holding teddy bears and shit like that with bondage BDSM gear, I guess you could say.
Oh, I remember
which is
this.
Weird as fuck. So please understand, I have no association with him nor Drake in anything they have going on. I'm going to be very frank. But it says here, after being blamed for Balenciaga's controversial BDSM marketing campaign, because why the fuck would you partake in some shit like that anyway?
Swear to God.
Photographer Gabrielle Galimberti has been subjected to thousands of death threats and now fears he will never work again.
That doesn't make sense, though. Okay. Take a step back for a second. Who's running the ad? Because it's weird that the photographer gets the... Oh, no, I'm not defending. I'm just understanding. I got to make that clear. Let's take a step back for a second. Why is the photographer catching all of it? Shouldn't it be Balenciaga that's supposed to be catching that? And half the time... Oh, you know what? Let me stop. Because I feel like it's coming off as I'm defending him. That's not my goal here. That's not what I'm trying to do. Y'all heard my reaction. First time, just like... I was like, what? Like, no, I'm not here for that. So let me just stop.
Exclusive interview with Petapixel, he says that he has already lost multiple job opportunities and photo gigs owing to his involvement in Balenciaga's shoot that featured child models holding teddy bears dressed in bondage gear. Weird is an understatement. He says, yes, honestly, yes, I have worried that I will never work again because especially for the first week, everybody was thinking that I was guilty because Balenciaga didn't do anything to take responsibility for what was happening. Excuse me. I was supposed to have an exhibition on December.
You see why I ask what I ask? Let me hear that again.
Everybody was thinking that I was guilty because Balenciaga didn't do anything to take responsibility for what was happening. Excuse me.
That's why I asked that question, because that doesn't make sense how he's getting it when Balenciaga's right there. So Balenciaga just threw all the BS to him, is what's going on, or is that's what I'm hearing?
I was supposed to have an exhibition on December 7th, but it's been canceled. I had a publication scheduled with National.
Josh, that's true, and that's a very good point. He's just as accountable, but it was just weird how it's him over the brand, but very good point.
Geographic for 2023, but again, that was canceled. And as you can see, it just gets even more strange. He says, I was dealing with a contractor who wanted to buy 3 of my prints, but he clearly told me that since the scandal with Balenciaga, I'm sorry, but I cannot buy your prints. Okay? He says he's received death threats. The renowned documentary photographer whose work, which includes the Ameriguns and Toy Stories, is critically acclaimed, has received thousands of death threats following the scandal, many of which have been seen by Petapixel.
Oh, wow.
So here are some of the death threats. I'm not going to read them. Okay. Gallenberry was unfairly made to be the scapegoat for the Balenciaga campaign, they say. Balenciaga later said it would not sue him, but the damage was done. What you mean you ain't gonna sue him? Who came up with the concept? That's what I want to know. Who concept was it? Social media not only tried to blame the photographer for the shoot, but also cruelly dissected his previous work. I received thousands and thousands of messages, emails, and death threats saying they know where I live. We're coming to you. Thousands of messages like this, not only 1 or 2. I received phone calls in the middle of the night because somebody put my number on Twitter inviting people to threaten me. I was worried not only for my job, but for everything. I tried to get in touch with Balenciaga many times, asking them to take responsibility for everything. Please tell me you're going to get into who fed you the idea, because if you came up with it yourself. This was his first advertising campaign. Gallenberry says he took the job with Balenciaga, which was his first ad campaign, because it paid 20 times more than his usual work as a documentary photographer. He says, when I accepted this job, I have to be honest and say that I did it for the money. When I work for documentary projects, even for my biggest clients, the maximum I get paid is $500 per day, and you are traveling and you are away for a month, he says. So when Balenciaga comes to you and they offer 20 times more, it's not easy to say no. With the amount of money Balenciaga gave me, I could pay a year's rent on my house. Gallenberry explains that he was simply hired by Balenciaga as a photographer and had little say in the campaign's content. However, he trusted the 25 other people who were making all the decisions on the Balenciaga set. So he's implying,
as a photographer, when you are contracted for a project, a lot of the times you're not going to know, depending on what kind of photographer that you are, or the level of photography that you are capable of doing, or that you are certified for. Not literally like you have to be certified, but like, you understand what I'm saying, based on your portfolio as a photographer. A lot of the times you're not going to know about the project. Now, let me make this clear. Let me make this very clear. At the same time, as a photographer, you need to sit down with said client and confirm what kind of shoot it's going to be, so you can prepare with your camera equipment to be best equipped for the day. That's something that must happen, because if you don't know what's going on, you have to assume and bring all of your camera equipment. That's a very expensive bag that you're bringing with you. That should not be outside like that. But after hearing that he would have got paid handsomely, I kind of understand why. But I'm not here to defend. I'm just here to kick some knowledge, because I have photographer friends myself. A lot of the times they want to know what they're working on, what kind of location we're going to go to, what time of the day we're going to be shooting at, and et cetera upon et cetera when it comes to the details when shooting for a project. So I already know about that, but based on the bribing that was going on in here, he said he wanted the money first. Guys, greed. Greed is today's theme, guys. Greed is what's going on with this situation right here with the photographer, basically, which is what's going on. That's it.
That they gave him the concept. He was just there to shoot. They offered him hella bread. And rather than go with his morals, he went with the money. Seems to backfire quite a bit.
Yep. And think about it, too. The 25 people, because he said there were 25 people a part of this project. All of them pushed it. Literally, think about 25 people, and you have one photographer, and they pushed everything onto the photographer. That's suspicious. That's suspicious. That's all I got to say.
The photographer says he lit the scene and then using mannequins took photos which were downloaded immediately to a computer and approved remotely by Balenciaga headquarters within 1 to 2 hours. He said that when the lighting and styling were agreed on, the mannequins were then swapped for the children who were accompanied by their parents within 5 minutes of their arrival. Galimberti had taken the photo. Everybody who signed off on this was fucked up.
Yep.
From Balenci to the fucking parents to you for not catching on to what the damn teddy bears had
Lord,
on.
we got the black babies. Not the black babies. Come on, man. What is we
He
doing?
says, I'm a
Lord,
documentary
and they
photographer,
twins.
and this was my first time working for the fashion industry. But I can understand the pressure you might feel in that situation. But you still, you know, sometimes, man, you gotta turn down the bread. I get it. The way I take pictures is that I take photos of everything I find in front of my eyes. I really don't choose anything. When you do a documentary, you follow what you find. I applied the same concept to this shoot. Galimberti says that despite Balenciaga's initial response to public blowback, he personally did not decide on the content of the shoot. So I guess this is his more tasteful. I said, yeah, at least this is the Toy Story.
It's just weird. Why is there a picture of some sort of global leader in the top right corner? Why are you know what? I don't even want to I don't want to go. That's
Or whatever.
weird enough, man. That's weird enough.
So this is his normal work, which I don't know if I would be interested in any way, but we'll get back to the lawsuit. So him and Drake, they share some interesting similarities here, which he feels actually influenced Drake even further to copy his photography style in What Did I Miss, to add another layer, which is, again, strange, bizarre, weird.
Taking advantage of somebody in a situation like that, knowing that y'all share similarities, is strange. Because the way I see it is that since they're both on this sinking ship, I'm the bigger person in this situation. I'm going to take your work and do what I need to do with it. And you're just going to sit there like the good little boy that you are and let it happen. That's how I see what happened. And with this lawsuit, it's saying, no, I will not sit there.
What the fuck is going on? What did I miss?
Everything.
Plaintiff was ultimately publicly vindicated in a defamation lawsuit abroad related to the false accusations arising from the Balenciaga advertisement. Okay, so he says he was publicly vindicated. I didn't know that part. During the initial Balenciaga scandal, media articles, websites, posts, and news segments would display plaintiff's photographs from the Ameriguns project alongside plaintiff's photos from the Balenciaga ad. Given Kendrick Lamar's lyrics directed as calling defendant Graham a PDF and defendant Graham's now dismissed defamation lawsuit on information and belief, defendant Graham sought to imply that he, like plaintiff, would be publicly exonerated. Wow, he was trying to form some type of strange alliance. Allegedly. Plaintiff is a serious professional addressing serious themes. His work hangs in galleries, museums, graces serious print literature, and his career depends upon the respect and admiration of dealers, collectors, and critics of contemporary and documentary art. By the forced and unauthorized association of his work with the infringing video, the integrity of his work and his reputation as a photographer has been damaged. Accordingly, as set forth more fully below, plaintiff seeks damages and equitable relief for direct, contributory, and vicarious copyright infringement arising from the creation and unlawful use of a substantially similar copy of his original work in violation of the United States Copyright Act 17 U.S.C. 101 et sec, the Copyright Act. I don't really care about the party's jurisdiction and venue.
Just keep going, bro. I'm here for it all,
And
dude.
we've gone through all of this, right? So we get to, publication dates and things of that nature. Plaintiff is an Italian citizen and is domiciled in Arezzo, Tuscany, Italy. His original work was first published on April 24th, 2020 in a magazine publication called Seven, which comes out on Fridays as a supplement to the Italian Corriere della Sera newspaper, and which was not simultaneously published online. As a result, the original work is exempted from filing for U.S. copyright registration under 17 U.S.C. 104. See also Berne Convention for the Protection of Literary and Artistic Works. As a result of plaintiff's commercial success in the Ameriguns project, including specifically the original work, plaintiff and the project were widely covered and praised in the U.S. and foreign press. Plaintiff was interviewed several times about the Ameriguns project by U.S. news channels, including an interview with CNN following the May 24th, 2022 Robb Elementary School shooting in Uvalde, Texas. Defendant Graham resides at least part of the time in Texas. As a result of the wide public coverage and notoriety of plaintiffs' The Ameriguns project and the original work in particular, defendants had access to the original work. The original work is an original work of authorship fixed in the tangible.
This goes to show you how dangerous copyright can be. Do y'all understand the pages upon pages that are here in front of us right now that Jay Nolan is going through? And this is all revolving around one photo. And mind you, it's a photo. Do you understand? Yo, copyright, a lot of creators out there, they got to be careful. Same with artists. Okay, y'all got to be careful when y'all take, because you need to check and see if things are copyrighted or not. Or if you really want to take something, look for not free content out there that you can actually use, because there are creators out there that is willing to give their content out for free to be used. You just have to search and find said content when it comes to photos or certain VFX kind of videos. There's ways to find things for free. Now, is there an Amerigun kind of situation out there where there's a photo for free to take? Probably not. Was it wise to even still go ahead and take said photo or recreate said photo for yourself in your music video? Probably not. Could have you done something similar or something in a creative way that kind of pays homage to it? That would have been the route to take. But you didn't even bother to go down that route. Now here we are today.
Tangible medium of expression containing substantial amounts of plaintiff's original creativity and are therefore copyrightable works under the Copyright Act. The infringing video on July 4th, 2025. American Independence Day, the infringing video was released by defendants as part of a live stream premiere on YouTube's live stream. Of course, this is from the Iceman rollout. The infringing video, entitled What Did I Miss?, features defendant Graham rapping about his public feud with Kendrick Lamar in front of a display of guns designed to be substantially similar to an image from plaintiff's The Ameriguns project. The infringing video is 4 minutes 2 seconds long and consists of 1 minute 37 seconds featuring defendant's copy of plaintiff's work. The infringing video is available at Blase. As of the date of this filing, the infringing video has had, goddamn, 19,425,704 views on YouTube. And defendant Graham has 31.7 million subscribers on YouTube. I wonder how many of them might be bots. On information and belief, defendants have earned significant income from the monetization of the infringing video on social media platforms, including YouTube. Plaintiff was
Wait, are you
alerted
looking
to
for
the misuse of the
Are you looking for compensation too? Let me find out dude is looking for compensation. That'll be funny.
Original work in the infringing video by acquaintances who were surprised to see what they assumed to be his willing participation. So people were thinking that he may have actually been involved in the Drake music video because it was so similar to his previous work. His original work, as stated in this document. Plaintiff has suffered and continues to suffer from the infringing activities of the defendants, including without limitation from defendants usurping of plaintiff's right to control the publication and commercial use of the original work. Defendants' failure to pay any license fees commensurate with the value of their video and promotional use of the original work and/or its unauthorized copies, and defendants' failure to account for or disgorge the profits directly and indirectly attributable to their misconduct. I said attributable at the top of the video. Okay? Said you usurped him. In addition,
of course
defendants' actions have caused significant harm to plaintiff and the original work, thereby significantly damaging the value of the original work, all of the plaintiff's other works, and the value of any licenses for his photography in the relevant markets. He's saying you copying my shit has driven down the value of mine, despite some of the bullshit I may have had in the past. So count one is a direct copyright infringement against all defendants, even UMG, who probably had zero involvement with any of this because they wasn't fucking with him.
But they right there. Hey, they right there with him. So that's what happens.
With his ass while all this was taking place. Plaintiff repeats and realleges the allegations set forth. We know this is a copyright lawsuit, so you know he feels his shit has been infringed upon. I don't want to overstay my welcome on this shit here. Vicarious copyright infringement count 2. Contributory copyright infringement count 3. Okay. Prayer for relief. He wants his fucking money. All right?
Get that bag,
That's what he wants. He wants a jury trial. He wants to take your ass to court. And he wants his bread because you usurped his fucking idea. That's what happened here. Okay? We don't need the fucking pontificate up on this shit here. He wants his fucking bread. Now, if that series of events in the lawsuit wasn't bizarre enough, right?
What else we got?
There seems to be some sort of deeper connection between Drake and Balenciaga. Now, remember,
what?
Gallimberti did the Balenciaga ad featuring the BDSM inspired stuff with the teddy bears or whatever. But apparently Drake has an alias and an LLC by the name of Richard Fit.
J-Tom, you called it, bruh. J-Tom, you called it. I remember what you said. You called it, man.
Fitzenwell. Okay?
Let's hear that for context.
LLC by the name of Richard Fitzenwell. Okay? And when you look up Richard Fitzenwell, that name is also associated as an executive over at Balenciaga. Now, this is where you start getting into some of the conspiracy, tinfoil hat type of stuff that I typically don't like to entertain or really get into. But there is information in articles that actually lend credibility to this theory. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to like deep dive into it, but I'm gonna show y'all this because it's all connected. So here we are on this website called Curbed LA. All right, this is an article from 2018. Drake reportedly buys third LA home, a 1950s ranch house in the Valley, right across from the YOLO estate. Now we know Drake no longer lives in LA. He bought a home in Texas, but this is 2018 they're talking about. So it says Drake may be expanding his portfolio of Los Angeles area real estate. Variety reports that the Grammy-winning artist paid $4.5 million for a house that neighbors his YOLO estate in Hidden Hills. Drake purchased that over-the-top residence in 2012 for $7.7 million. In 2016, it was widely reported that he had paid $2.85 million for a 1950s ranch house across the street. Officially, that house is owned by the Richard Fitzenwell Trust, which may or may not be a Bart Simpson-style gag name.
Of course.
Okay? Richard Fitzenwell Trust. At the end of August, the trust closed a deal on another neighboring residence. With the purchase of the new home, a roughly 2,450 square foot ranch with 3 bedrooms, Drake adds more than 2 acres to his growing compound in the western San Fernando Valley. It's unclear whether the rapper or any members of his entourage plan to actually live in the home. Built in 1957, the residence looks to be in need of some interior updates, but boasts some nice features, including beam ceilings and a brick barbecue. Interestingly enough,
Yup, Hidden
the
Hills
home in
again.
Texas is also a ranch compound that was being used for like some hotel Airbnb type of shit. Drake's main house across the way, meanwhile, has a swimming pool, complete blah, 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 all of that. Again, this is 2018 information, right? But the bit is
I wonder how they presented the idea. See, that's the question that I need answered, Tiny. I can imagine they would say some ish like, we want to use our platform to allow focus on victims of CSA and have the photographer think it has importance. Maybe.
the Richard Fitzenwell Trust. One might think that's just a strange, I don't know, tongue-in-cheek alias, moniker, whatever. But interestingly enough, you got these websites here, Discovering the Visionary, Richard Fitzenwell Balenciaga, a trailblazing icon in the fashion world, but neither of these websites actually open when you try to click on them. I've been trying for the last like 20 minutes. This was published in March of this year. This was published in February this year. But both of them, for whatever reason, are now completely defunct. You search for this on Google, it doesn't come up at all. So I don't know what the fuck is going on with that. You know what I mean? I don't want to assume that this Richard Fitzenwell from Balenciaga is indeed Drake. It could be a play on words because he does like to take people's names and flip them, such as the Anita Wintour, Anna Wintour, you know what I'm saying, with all of that type of stuff. So he could just be doing things based around these fashion icons and stuff like that. But Balenciaga, y'all weird as fuck. Y'all out here breaking y'all necks, spending all that money on them weird ass shoes for motherfuckers doing BDSM photo shoots and shit. Fuck that. With kids, by the way.
Hey, bruh. This just goes to show you how clueless the consumer is. Balenciaga, Gucci, all them brands have already been exposed for being made out of the same factory as Nike, Adidas. Just think about that for a second. It's the brand name that sells the product at such high prices. They've been exposed already, and even after that exposure, dudes, men, women, whatever, they're still out there buying these brands as if this is the upper echelon of clothing and merch. Newsflash, I hate to break it to you. It's the material that makes the item. The name sells it. Fun fact, if you get your hands on the material and you can move it right, you can make a brand out of it. I'm a prime example of that. So, as I said before, now, yes, shameless plug. My clothes are out. I dropped the website on my YouTube. Everything is there. Everything's in stock, by the way. But I'm not using this moment to say, oh, I got merch. No, that's not what I'm doing. What I'm doing in this moment right now is to educate many people. Some of us in here already understand said concept about merch. We got Miss New Beginnings here. We got Miss Vibrant in here. We got Judy in here buying everybody merch. We got J Tom. All right? We have numerous individuals in here that be selling their own merch. There's value in each and every one of these individuals that have their clothing. And you have people like Judy buying said clothing. You have people like Koala buying said clothing, merch, accessories, whatever. It's giving value to the brand that these individuals are establishing. The one thing I said when I'm going to drop my clothes is that I want to build a Shein store for people to come and shop for things, not just clothes. And now that everything's in stock, I have provided. Now, I also want to say that every creator, every person that owns clothes has the opportunity to sell high-end clothes. You just need to understand how to do it. There's ways on how to sell high-end clothes, and it comes down to, at the end of the day, the quality of the clothing. Paying attention. Now, it's a little education session. Paying attention to the GSM. If you are a part of that day on Discord, when I was with channel members and I was showing them what to look at when going through clothing, then they pretty much got a crash course. That's Quickie and Josh. Shout out. Looking at the GSM, the quality, length, paying attention to the measurements of said clothing so you can understand whether it's a long cut, short cut, etc. Paying attention to what kind of hoodie style. There's multiple styles of hoodies. There's multiple styles of t-shirts, multiple styles of long sleeves. A lot of people don't realize that sometimes the long sleeves that you have, it depends. Like, you need to understand, like, for some people, they might have longer arms. So that if you have a standard long sleeve shirt that doesn't really have an extra, like, that doesn't have extra baggage here, you might have a short shirt, or sorry, you might have a short shirt, tongue twister, but yet there's certain parts of the body that extends past the average human. You also got to consider getting clothes that are a little bit more looser and have extra material that can cover said situation. Now, it's going to vary from person to person, of course, but as long as you're providing for said individual, it's definitely possible. That's kind of the things that I have been doing behind the scenes. I've been selling my clothes a la carte. I've never done online before. It's my first time doing it online. Prior, I've showed off some of the clothes that I've had made already in my closet, and I've showed y'all like ball shorts that I have made as well, right? I don't want to spend too much time on that, but I just want to leave it right there. All of us have the power to make high-end clothing. I might as well get this out the way. Give me a sec. I don't think I showed y'all these yet, but basically, y'all have the power to make y'all own clothes. Okay, this is my brand right here, Cadence. The Cadence Clothing Collective. These sold at $120. I sold these basketball shorts. Mind you, I went through the whole process through Alibaba to make my own ish. My dog bought this for $120 happily because he liked it. Okay? Everybody has the power to make their own merch and to make it expensive. That's all I want to say. We don't need Balenciaga. We don't need Gucci. We don't need Prada. We don't need these brands. We have the power to make our own ish. Now, unfortunately, because of the clothes that I'm drop shipping, I'm not able to sell y'all this. I'm going to keep it tall with you. I can't sell y'all that. That's just an example of the kind of clothes that I make here. I want to make that clear right now. When I'm here in Canada, I'm capable of doing this. What I have on the store, that's just a taste of what I can do. Now, it's my first time doing that, so I'm new to the experience. But I want to make sure that I provide. Okay? I really do this ish for real. No cap. Please understand that.
But what I can tell you is when you look up the Richard Fitzenwell Trust, okay, it is a Texas foreign limited liability company filed on March 8th of last year.
I'm sick. Y'all
of course, that was right before Drake relocated to Texas, and it is now registered in Texas. Okay, it was formerly registered in LA, and as you can see, company contacts is Aubrey Graham. Okay, so we do know this trust is in his name. Now, his actual ties to Balenciaga as the CEO assistant or whatever comes up, I don't know. Every article that I see about Richard Fitzenwell at Balenciaga is now deactivated. I can't even click on them because they don't come up. Once again, this has led me to some dark Kenny shit. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really big on doing this with the Reddit thing, but there's some interesting stuff connected with this whole Richard Fitzenwell stuff. So I'm gonna keep going here. So they say Drake has an LLC called the Richard Fitzenwell Trust, through which he buys property, and one of the properties is listed in Gainesville, Florida, to a Jordan Adrian, possibly pseudonym to hide her real identity. However, that name is actually Adrian Jordan. Okay, now as you get to this Adrian Jordan, I don't want to put the address out there because that's not what we do here. They say when you look up her IG, Facebook, she references how her and Drake had an intimate relationship multiple times and even attended Drake's mom's birthday party, as well as taking pictures with him and speaking publicly about their relationship. So here is one of the photos of the young lady that they've been putting out there. I don't know her significance to Drake, but as you can see, that's a pretty recent photo of Drake, full beard, cornrows to the back. That's at least,
God damn it, we got another kid
within the last 4 years or so. Then you have a photo of her back when this nigga was the Mountain Dew.
So where did Sophie come from? Oh my God.
The Sprite commercial. You know what I'm saying? Back when he had no facial hair and a temp fade. So again, the connection between them, I don't know. Not significant to me, but very interesting that his LLC also allegedly bought her a home in Florida, and they've been connected for many years. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I think I'm assigned to fuck off, to be honest. Not to mention this girl got a whole fan fiction book called Loving Aubrey Graham.
What the fuck? Hey, what is going on here, bruh? What is going on here?
Yeah, the rabbit hole ain't for me. I like to be out with my family, doing cool shit, making videos, making music. I'm not crawling, okay? But the bottom line is Richard Fitzenwell or whoever the fuck you is, that nigga said stop using his goddamn photography, stop using his shit for influence, and stop trying to build some type of weird alliance with his ass. And I say, you need to stop doing that shit too, okay? Let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become an insider. If you really want to take your insider hood to the next level, get you a family over fame tee. You can, once again, if you're on mobile, just hit the little shop button on the description of this video, or you can go on my channel and go to the store. You click on the store and you can see the entire catalog of everything. We got hoodies, we got t-shirts, we got crew necks. Take your pick, man. Much love and respect to everybody that supported thus far. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.
Hey, bro, let me just take my little ball shorts and put them back in the damn drawer, because what am I hearing right now? Yo, somebody go find that book. We need to read that. We might find out some things from that book. If we can get our hands on that book, we might find the answers that we need to end all of this. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm just saying. What is going on? Where's the link for the store? It should be on the YouTube. Damn, I put it in. Okay, you know what? Okay, how about this? The last videos that I uploaded, I put items from the store on the video. So you're able to put some of your items on the store on the video. They should show up if you click on the recent videos. I'm sure if you click on those like items, it will take you to the store. And from that store, you should be able to take your pick and find what you want. Because trust and believe me, I provide, okay? Well, hoodie, I gave y'all track suits. Let's just stop. I gave y'all track suits. Drip to the flow. Okay? Listen, we're not going to make this about clothes right now. This ain't the video to do that. Damn. This is crazy. This is crazy, bro. Golly. All right, nice. I got a lot of time today. Perfect. What more can I say? But yo, like I said prior, this should be a learning experience. You must be mindful with how you move. I've heard too many things about too many different rappers in Toronto just working in the heart of the nightlife. I've heard way too many things, bad and worse. You must be careful with how you move. One thing I said, and I said this on Underground Nation's YouTube page when he was live. We must learn from our mistakes and move with discipline here. This is such a big opportunity because we are in a musical shift for us to really stand up and lock in on our craft here when it comes to the artists that are popping. I'm a fan of Toby. I witnessed his artistry. I witnessed his talent on stage at the Opera House in Toronto around Scarbs. I witnessed that. It was phenomenal. I was amazed. Now, I was working, so I couldn't really get lit. But you understand what I'm saying? I was in awe. I was impressed. We had I didn't know we were going to get 2 posse cuts out of Toby live. That's what we got. Bringing out multiple friends that can rap their ass off. Representing the city. And I have not seen no auto-tune nigga on that stage. So that's a plus 50 for Toby right there alone. Let's make that clear. I'm sick of the auto-tune. We don't need it. We need to rap. Anyway, I'm veering off topic. We need to really hone in on our craft and skills here. The individuals that we are following today are dangerous to learn from because of the situations they get themselves in. I don't care what kind of person they are. I don't care how nice they can be. The actions show throughout all these things that we have witnessed. So no, I'm not going to sit here and glaze. That's foolish. All I got to say is that within this opportunity that we have to really create to create a proper foundation, we must do better. Yeah. Everything is coming to light. You're damn right. Anyway, look. That was the last video for today, guys. We've been live for about 2 hours and 30 minutes. He dropped a short vid. How short is the video? How short is the video, bro? I got about like 30 minutes to relax before I get to work. I kind of want to use said 30 minutes if I'm going to be completely honest. I went through 4 videos today. That's a healthy amount right there. Let me just say that. That's a healthy amount of videos that I just went through for today. I got to shift at 10. I would like to relax my body for a nice 30 minutes before I got to get ready and go. Because I got to make sure I get gas as well. Drake should have kept it in his pants. He should have kept a lot of things to himself, if we're going to be completely honest. 8 minutes. All right, 8 minutes. Where's the video? Where's the video? Toss me the video. What do we got here? What do we got here? Alluding to new music video?
So Dave Free had took to Instagram and posted
Wait your turn. Not too much. Not too much. All right, last video for today for real. All right, last video for real today, all right? We're recording right now. We're locked in. One and done for real this time, all right? We got the villain in front of us. Dropped while we were watching the last video, so we got to get this out of the way, okay? So let's go ahead and dive in with the video right here. Y'all do know how I start this, right? So let's go ahead and make it happen. Let go. Yo, you, right here in the small box, right here in the small box. Welcome back to Flex Mob Reactions, only on the Flex Mob Network. I'm Flex. Welcome back to the channel. Yo, Vil just dropped, bro. Fresh, hot and ready, 8-minute video. We about to lock in. Dave Free drops cryptic photos alluding to new music video? I don't know. But we gonna find out. Now, I know we're not gonna find out, but you understand what I'm talking about. Look, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the video. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the reaction. Hit that notification bell so you get notified when I drop my videos or when I'm live, like right now. Don't forget to hype the joints up when I drop them, all right? Now, let's go ahead and lock in with this one. Let's go. This is where you start.
So Dave Free had took to Instagram and posted 3 pictures to his story that have a lot of people talking. A lot of people are saying that these messages are cryptic, could be something in the works, could be something coming soon. And we're going to take a look into these images and see what we could find. Hopefully it leads to something that leads to something better. You know what I mean? But the first picture obviously is a red light bulb. This is something that people were pointing at. This is also something that he hinted towards at the bottom when he said, I have an idea. Now, red light bulb, the light goes on, you know, you have an idea. That's kind of what it's lingering toward. And as well as it being red. Why is it red? Why is the picture?
Let me guess, the red G next?
Showing us a red light bulb, and then the next photo obviously is the red light bulb on, is what I'm assuming, right? He shows us the light bulb off, and then he shows us the light bulb.
Is this for bodies? Is this for bodies? Y'all cooking up bodies right now? We can go body for body. I hand you a body. I'm probably a better masseuse. I really don't bother nobody, but they going to bother me if I got to clear out the room. You.
On, showing that the idea is currently active. That's how I interpreted this photo. The one photo that actually caught my attention a lot, honestly, was this photo here. Now, when I first looked at this photo, bro, I'm not even gonna lie to you, I was thinking of the back rooms. I don't know if you've ever heard about.
Is that a
about
storage
the story
truck?
of the back rooms? But the first time that I saw this photo, I immediately thought of that, right? But I didn't think that it was that initially. I know it has to be something else. I know that this is really specific, especially the lighting in here, the empty hallway leading towards a dead end. It made me curious to what this was or where this picture was taken. And I actually tried to look or reverse image search this image. And I was able to find that there was a woman out there in Germany that took the same picture over there in October 31st. So this picture is actually located in Germany. So this is him in this area, proven that he's in this area. But why is he in Germany? Is he recording a music video in Germany? Another thing that I wanted to point out was that there's this Instagram account by the name of Germany Explorers, and they were asking this woman if she could share her posts, share her experiences in this area over there in Berlin. And I was kind of wondering, was he in Germany? When would he have been in Germany? And then I looked at the Grand National Tour, and back in July 2nd, all the way to July 5th, or at least to July 7th, my apologies, they were in Germany. There's also videos of Kendrick Lamar performing in Germany also. In this video right here, you can see that Kendrick Lamar is currently performing in Germany. It was a sold out show. Everybody was going crazy. And I'm just showing you this to prove that they actually were staying in Germany for quite some time. Going back over here, you could see that they were literally there from July 2nd, at least from July 1st to July 2nd, all the way to July 7th. And then that's when they moved to Glasgow, UK for the next show, from the next destination. That means that Kendrick and Dave Free would have been in Germany for at least about a week. Kendrick would have been performing for 3 days, and he would have had another 3 days at least to be kicking it, to be chilling, or possibly recording a video. Another thing that I found interesting was that this is in July. Another thing that happened in July was Project 3, when they had dropped this commercial for the agency. Now, this was in the beginning of July when they were in Germany, but towards the end of July, on July 31st, they had posted this commercial. So towards the end of the month, PG Lang finally posted something, and it got me thinking, were they doing like a commercial the same month they started recording a video? Because they dropped this short. I don't want to call it a commercial, right? But they dropped this short the same month they were in Germany. The same month he could have took these pictures. From my understanding, I don't think they recorded any of the commercial from the agency in Germany, but I do find it interesting that they posted this the same month that they were in Germany, the same month that they took this photo. He later on posted that he was in a concert for Infinity Song. Infinity Song was actually out there in California, November 15th. So I know that he had posted this picture from a long time ago. It wasn't like he was just there yesterday or he was there when he took this picture. So I know that all of this was from a while back. Another thing that I wanted to say about this photo was that this woman who took this photo is that she is somebody who takes pictures of art. I guess she's an artist or a photographer or something like that.
No, you're right about the museum. I think that was in Singapore, if I'm correct. I don't know. I'm not familiar with geography like that, but I'm pretty sure those are two different places when it comes to Singapore. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I swear to God, I could be wrong. Okay. But I'm just assuming.
And she was just sharing a lot of collages of photos, a lot of collages of pictures. She has nothing to do with Dave Free, but she is an artist, and she is somebody who's considered a photographer, similar to Dave Free, right? Dave Free is also somebody who is a director. He is somebody who is an artist. He's known for his creative mind, for his creative work. So I did find it interesting that the woman that posted the same picture as him, they have something in common. They're both creatives, which made me feel like this area is somewhere where creatives get together, at least to use the scenery, to use the imagery. That's what I was interpreting, right? What are the odds that the person that shared the photo, the same as Dave Free?
Damn it, Quickie, you might be onto something. Let me read this. This definitely means something because remember when the Columbia concert got canceled, the team was spotted in a monumental museum, so it could lead to a GNX tour documentary with music, or with new music, sorry.
In the same area over there in Germany, they're both creatives. Made me feel like
that's that
this
guy
is a place
right there,
that people
bro.
go to, that tourists could possibly go to when they want to get a picture of some scenery for a video, maybe for a backdrop, maybe for a background. I don't know what this is. I couldn't find exactly what it was.
All good.
Maybe he was just posting pictures from a tourist attraction. But another thing that I wanted to point out, right? You have a red light, which could mean stop. The red light turns on, telling you to stop. And then the next picture is yellow, telling you to slow down or you'll hit a brick wall.
No way.
And then obviously, of course, after red and yellow is going to be green, which means go, activated, green light, red light, green light, red light, green light. Now remember that from Kendrick's.
Yo, let me find out. They're trying to do this little stoplight thing with bodies. I'm sorry. I'm addicted to bodies. Okay? Please understand me. I am addicted to the song Bodies, bruh. If this is for bodies, oh, buddy. Yo, it's game over, bro. Y'all about to tune in with the best reaction on YouTube. That's a fact.
Song, and it made me think, could he be referencing that song also? Could there be a chance that the next picture that Dave Free posts is going to be a green light or possibly something activating? That's what I thought at first. That's just a hunch. I'm just spitballing here.
I know you are.
It could be possible that he's using these colors specifically to tell us something. Tell us that something is on the way, but not to get ahead of ourselves. We have to slow down, or we might run into a brick wall. That's kind of what I interpreted it as, right? But who knows at this point? I just thought it was interesting how this photo comes from Germany. They were chilling in Germany for about a week. Only makes me feel like they had at least recorded something in their free time, in their spare time over there.
Bruh, keep in mind, though, with every stop that they took, not every stop, but for a lot of the stops, they had extra time in certain places. Certain areas that they stopped at, they had extra time. Who knows what kind of footage they would have gotten.
Did, and if Kendrick does drop a video with Dave Free, with PG Lang and all that, I guess the next thing to look out for is if they were actually shooting images or shooting videos over there in Germany. That would confirm my theory. The other theory, like I said, maybe he's telling us, or maybe he's showing us that we need to anticipate something, but not to get ahead of ourselves, or we might run into a brick wall. That's another thing too. I thought it was kind of funny, but that's just a guess. That's just a hunch. Germany has always showed love to Kendrick Lamar. They have murals out there of Kendrick Lamar. Ever since he made the album Mr. Morale, the German people have always showed love to Kendrick Lamar in this way. It's always fascinating to see how far hip hop takes it, right? Kendrick Lamar has this amount of love in a place of Germany where where a majority of the people probably don't even speak English, or at least English is not their first language. Yet they're willing to sing a song word for word, bar for bar, and show out for Kendrick Lamar every time he pops out for their country, for their city, for their town, whatever the case may be. But this photo is real
Look at all
interesting.
them
I'm not kidding,
K-bots.
bro. I really thought it was the back rooms. I was like, it's getting creepy. It's getting spooky still. But nah, man. Y'all could tell me how you feel about this. This is what I've gathered. These are kind of a little bit of my thoughts. I'm just spitballing kind of here. But this is the information that I found. Maybe you guys could tell me more information about it in the comments. You could give me your ideas in the comments. I'm still trying to look into the clues. There's not really much to go off here. But if he was in Germany in July, and then they dropped this commercial in July, it makes me feel like they were plotting something in the summer, at least around this month. But y'all could tell me how you feel about this and get back to me, man. Y'all tell me how you feel in the comments below and let me know how you feel. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video, man. Peace. Keep it alleged.
You damn it. Keep it alleged, all right. There's not much I can say. A documentary would be fire. A music video would be tough. Just imagine a music video where there's like a bunch of like shots of different places around the world. Just think about that for a second. Different moments where like they're rapping different parts. They're rapping different parts or different bars in a different part of the world, making some sort of worldwide like type of situation. That'll be hey. You know what I'm saying? Like hey, hey, you never know for real, bro. That'll be so crazy, man. Drake's body inside that wall is hilarious. Yeah, I mean, today was a day. Shout out to the Ville for the video for sure. And with this one finished, that is the last reaction for this Saturday evening. All right, we're done for real. No more videos, all right? Because I want to rest. I got to go to work and then probably like fight people, so I got to rest, all right? I would love visuals. We only got 2 videos from GNX. Girl, I don't disagree. You know? One more would be nice. Well, technically 3 visuals. Wait. No, two visuals. No, 3, because we had Squabble Up, Luther, and you got to remember the GNX snippet. That's technically a visual right there, regardless if it's in 1 minute, because that's when he dropped bodies. I'm just saying. My point is, I have to do a replay. Family Ties Worldwide movie. Girl, that would be something. Trust and believe me. Listen. I appreciate your tip. So I was literally just about to do that. Yo, I want to shout out to everybody that was here with me in the chat today. Because, it got to like 51 at some point. I had to take screenshots. I'm like, I got to post these. Like, I got to post these, you know? So shout out to the Flex Mob. Shout out to the Shadow Mob. I appreciate y'all. Don't get bit at work. I won't. At least of all the ones, that was the chart. Yep, true. Yeah, so shout out to the Flex Mob. Shout out to the Shadow Mob. I appreciate y'all equally. Thank you for tapping in with me on these Saturdays. When it comes to the weekends, usually when I work, I'm very tired and I do not want to go live. I've really been pushing myself on the weekends to go live just to like make sure I show up for some of the major videos that we get. So thank you guys for tapping in with me. I appreciate every single one of y'all that's here. Shout out to y'all. All right, not just me. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Lanita for the donation. Lanita. All right, for your dono. I appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate it. We got bills to pay. That would help a lot. Okay, so thank you. Damn them bills. Anyway, I think it's about time I can sign out for the bit. All right, I got 20 minutes to relax now, but it's cool. It's cool. I'm going to relax for 20 minutes. Just kick back and do nothing for my brain because my brain really be working when I'm live, so I just want to turn it off. You know? So listen. Salute to y'all, Flex Mob, Shadow Mob. Thank you. Y'all got your treats now, all right? Don't be shy with it. But y'all take care, all right? Y'all know the spiel already. Take care, be well, be safe, stay true, be you, live long, and long live. Listen, take care. Enjoy your evening, enjoy your morning, wherever you are. Thank you for stopping by. Make sure to take care of yourself, all right? Real talk, take care of yourself. Peace. What's the difference in the shadows versus the flex? I'll let you know right now. I got you, Vibrant. No problem. Take care. I'll let you know right now. Flex mob is everybody that's engaged in the chat. Shadow mob is everybody that is lurking in the chat. That's how that works. So everybody that's typing out what they want to say, whatever, y'all flex mob. Okay? Everybody, when I see y'all, when you type something and I see y'all name, that's flex mob. Look at Quickie work, bro. If you are lurking in the backgrounds and I see the numbers, if you are lurking, not saying anything, you are a part of the shadow mob. So regardless of which side that you're on, I appreciate y'all regardless. Exactly, Tiny. Exactly. So it's just a way for I can give appreciation all around, all at once. Yeah. Anyway, y'all take care out there, all right? Damn, I got to go to work and like fight people for real. This is going to be fun, you know? I might need a drink. I'm kidding. I'm really kidding. I might not. They might give me free shots, you know? They really do that for Anyway, bye. Gotta go.